Where's this? Oh yeah, here's the sound effect.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
I feel out of practice. It's been a week. How does this work?
I know, it's weird.
Welcome yo to the veteran gamers. Juju, Ginny, and the fellas will tell you about the game that you're playing this week. News, reviews, and an indie
Oh, blah.
Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
Fucking Mike.
It's the veteran gamers.
Hacktur.
It's the veteran gamers.
Fucking Mike.
It's the veteran gamers.
I just want to say,
It's the
stop this
veteran
game.
gamers.
I'm done. Game breaker.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
All the kids in Springfield are SOBs.
Hello and welcome to episode 795 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yeah, 795. What's happening, people? We're back. Much love to Fraser and Ben for filling in
But fuck
and bringing
off.
some Canadian window loving to the veteran gamers. Y'all were great. We loved hearing you. Now, fuck off.
Yeah.
DJs.
Give me that
are.
microphone.
We have DJs.
Yeah,
DJs
a heck of a DJ chat. Yes, it was
Mm.
interesting. I didn't mind it. But that shit ends now.
I heard you talking, Stu. Oh yeah, maybe we can get rid of Chinny. Maybe we can. I heard you say
Look,
that.
they were saying it, not me.
You said it. You said it.
Never. I would never.
Uh-oh, we
say
have to go to
it.
tape. I don't have it ready, but we could go to tape.
It's probably true.
Let's listen to the episode live.
All right, welcome everybody. Chinny and Duke are gone. That's my flawless accent.
Yeah, well,
perfect.
It's like you weren't here again.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, I'm just finishing this
what I
sandwich.
liked about the episode, Stu, is that you didn't acknowledge the fact that you completely just the week before it when we.
Well, I
watched the
did. I
show-
waited till the end.
I
didn't
know
want to
it's
make
the
a
end,
big
but you
deal
didn't
about it.
because I had so many messages going. Is Stu okay? Is he dead? and I said I don't know. I barely pay attention. To be fair, I didn't even notice he was gone. And then you was like,
For
oh
new
yeah, by the way,
listeners,
I'm
sorry, for
still
new
alive.
listeners, I'm Duke. That's Chinny talking, and Stu's the one who's on. And we were out last week,
Had a weird episode.
so
Yeah.
there was a weird episode.
Oh, it was a
But it was
weird
good.
episode, and you had a weird episode.
I thought it was a pretty good title for the show that I came up with. You
That
like
was a good title.
I can't remember what. Stu stepped
Stu
out. for
tapped out for the whole show.
Yeah.
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 doubt
So,
it.
yeah,
so
it's one
you're
of those.
so you're still here.
I'm still here, yes. It turns out, well, it doesn't turn out because we're not 100% sure because we don't really know what's going on, or I
No.
don't really know what's going on.
Which is
but
kind
the,
of the most frustrating thing. It's like, tell me what to do.
the feeling is that it's just ectopic episodes, and when I get one, obviously it causes a bit of breathlessness, and it can obviously you can feel it really pronounced.
If you're
and
listening to the show,
it's
thinking,
very
I
disconcerting.
thought I downloaded a gaming podcast. You have.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah. But unfortunately,
Did
we're
I get
old,
rid of my egg timer
and ill-
topics? Sound
ill
cool?
and old.
Yeah, we're all old.
Yeah, we're all old and ill.
Oh no, there it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
So basically that's what they think it is. I mean, the doctor says he doesn't think I'm gonna drop dead. So, that's good news.
Oh, whatever.
Is that how he
well,
put it? Yeah,
yeah.
you're probably not gonna drop dead.
Well, no, he did say
I know.
don't worry, you're probably not gonna die.
I remember when I
Well,
got
that's
a
good. That is good news.
I got a
Well,
health
we
check.
hope.
I got a health
Well,
check
you
from
know,
these,
he's just a doctor.
from one of these, these health checkup things. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
she did my cholesterol, and she was like, "Oh, your cholesterol's fantastic. You'll never die of a heart attack." I was like, "Don't ever say that."
I know,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. So I'm glad you're doing well, Stu.
Yeah, fine.
Chinny
far as
was.
I know.
What were you filming?
No, I went to the snooker.
Oh, that's
Alright.
right. How was it?
Yeah, it was good fun. Yeah, for everybody that's obviously everybody in the world watched it, so everybody knows the result. But
Well, I mean, I watched it. I assume Stu watched it.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it
'Cause
was.
What's his name won, right?
It was a very good final against Judd Trump versus Karen Wilson, two of the best snooker players this year
In the world.
in the world.
Sorry,
number one.
sorry. I'm sorry. Hang on. Wait. One of the best snooker players in the world has the last name Trump.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh God!
And his first name is.
Can I not escape from this fucking family?
I'm sure he thinks the same.
I
he's a very-
hope so.
He's a very nice man, though. He's a very nice man.
What's his name?
Judd.
Judd Trump.
Yeah,
Okay,
Judd
thank
Trump.
you. Go on.
So Judd is number 1 in the world. Kyron Wilson is number 2. Kyron Wilson is the
Yes.
former world champion. So it was a very, very, very good final. And we had a good laugh.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, I was the youngest, pretty much the youngest one out of everybody that went. Well, no, actually, because my mate's son was there and he's 17. But I was wrangling them all of them, just like, have we got Chinny? Have we got time for another pint in here? I was like, no, it's broadcast. It won't delay. It's TV,
Yeah, don't wait till you get there. It's fine.
right? It's like if you don't make it,
That's
they
nothing
start the
important
show.
happens in the first 20 minutes. Come on, one
Alright.
more pint.
And I had to just constantly, and I was like, but I can't drink my beer quick enough. Chinny.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was heroin? Wouldn't it be just as funny if it was heroin? Like,
yeah.
oh, come on, we can shoot up a little more.
Yeah,
before
come on,
we
one
go."
more hit. So I was wrangling them all, and I was
Exactly.
like, bloody hell, look at a bunch of kids. And they're all like 50s, 60s, you know, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
Oh, they need the night out more than anyone.
Yeah, they were like, can't drink this as quick as I used to.
No.
Out
no.
with the lads. Yeah.
And,
Come on, neck it
we had,
down.
we had a
what's the matter with
funny
you?
we had a funny moment where you know when you shouldn't laugh, you can't laugh, all right, those kind of moments, right?
Yes.
Where so when you watch a snooker match, it's kind of like it's a bit of a weird situation because people are drinking, they're going to this event, they're drinking, it's a big drinking
Yeah.
culture.
That's
But the problem
right.
is, the problem with a live snooker match is that you have to be super quiet, right? So
That is a contradiction
it's-
right there.
So you know the reason why the darts is so popular.
I was just going to say, darts is way better
because
for that. No one cares.
darts is like there's fucking chants. There's all
Louder the
singing,
better, isn't
and
it?
I'd love to see someone try to quiet down a darts audience
Yeah.
and just hold up one of those golfing signs like
Well,
quiet please,
apparently-
like fuck you.
yeah. Apparently, like whistling in darts is rude. You're not supposed to whistle when they're throwing.
Really?
Yeah, which is sort of weird. Isn't
But
it?
They
you can
don't,
chant,
they don't
"You
seem
suck,
to
you
care
suck."
about anything.
No
do they, in
whistling. No
darts?
whistling apparently bothers them. Like if you whistle.
The
when
throwers,
they-
you
when
mean?
they,
The
yeah,
people
when they
darting?
the
Yeah.
the dart play the throwers.
The throwers.
The
Yeah, the
throwers,
throwers.
the
Throwers.
darters, the
The
darters.
darty boys.
The dirty boys. So when you're at a snooker match and you have to be super quiet, right?
You do.
My friends who are very drunk at this point find it very difficult to do that, and this is across the board. So what had happened is my friend Graham was getting quite drunk, and he sat in the wrong seat, and he picked up the wrong drink, and he was drinking a drink that wasn't his, and my other friend Mike thought this was like the funniest thing in the world, like just
Of course.
all right. And obviously, when you're in a situation when you can't make any noise, he was dying, like not trying not to laugh. You know what I mean? And luckily, we were in the nosebleeds a little bit, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, good fun. And for people that want to know, Kyron won. So there you are.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Talking of
Huzzah.
laughing, have you watched Last One Laughing yet?
I've watched clips of it on TikTok.
It's pretty funny.
pretty funny, yeah.
Bob Mortimer is just a comic genius.
Yeah, I fell in love with him again with the obviously shooting stars.
Yeah,
but
the
like,
fishing.
But the fishing, yeah, really
Yeah.
made me. When that whole fishing stuff, I only watched while Tara was like really deep in labour, and I remember Rosa was born, but I
Yeah.
had to go home. And the first thing I did, I watched the fish. So it always reminds me of when Rosa was born. And I haven't
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
it. I haven't watched it since
Nice.
really. I should go back and watch it. But yeah,
My favourite line of the whole of Last One Laughing of Bob Mortimer's was, "Meat and cheeses always pleases."
yeah,
Don't know why.
very silly man, isn't he?
It's
Um,
just funny.
Silly.
Just
Yeah,
He's
that's-
funny.
silly.
The concept
All
of the
right.
show, Duke, is a bunch of comedians in a house or whatever, and they have to. You can't laugh, and they have to do.
They have to try and
things,
make each other laugh.
And there's a
Make
there's
each
a-
other break.
yeah,
that's
there's-
a good
yeah.
premise.
Yeah,
It's-
there's one guy and he did like a presentation on the 200-year celebration of a boat,
Brilliant.
and then halfway
Nice.
through and he did it deadpan, and everybody's
Oh,
really
yeah.
trying to laugh, and then halfway through the presentation, like a bunch of pink paint just goes all over him for no
All over
reason,
his
and no one
face.
can't laugh. So it's very, very good.
And he just carried on like nothing had
yeah,
happened.
yeah. So
Nice.
very good.
Well, I wouldn't have a disaster like that if I was on that show because I have this special hat made from witch's skin. Now,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Duchess says it's cursed, but she's just jealous that she doesn't have this hat that I have, which is my way of saying we're about 6 episodes into what we do in the shadows.
What
the
we do in
TV
the
show.
show. I was gonna say, I was like, yes,
Yeah.
is it that?
I
What?
have no idea
Yes.
what you're talking about.
Fucking Mike.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very funny show. I appreciate you for reminding me to check it out. I don't want to get too far into it because I have a story time.
Mm.
Oh,
My favorite time. It's story time.
Story time.
So I went spring break in Florida. Oh wait, where's my spring break clip? Hang a second.
Well, it's
spring.
been
break.
2
I don't
weeks,
have it anymore.
Stu, and
I
he's
lost
not. He's
it.
lost.
I
it's
know,
been,
I
it's been,
just
a, it's
lost
been a
it.
time, hasn't it?
Uh,
Oh, there
anyway.
you go.
I went to Florida and saw some friends on the way down. Saw some friends on the way on when I was there. Got to hang out with my brother and his kid. My brother's wife, from whom he was separated, died rather suddenly, and so I had to go down and help out with that. And anyway, we're all helping each other as best we can. But there was some interesting stuff that happened on the trip that didn't have to do with mourning and grief and all that stuff. My nephew has gotten into thrifting. Like he's really big into stores. He wants to go all the time. So I went with him because I had to pick him up after school. And then he's like, let's go to the bins. And I was like, all right, he's 13. We get to this Goodwill donation charity shop, right? And they've got these enormous bins. They're just huge. And they got clothing and toys and all kinds of stuff. And so he's digging through them and he finds a Death Row Records shirt. I'm like, damn. Like it was 10 minutes. He already got a Death Row Records shirt, which was pretty cool. He got some other stuff too. And while he was shopping, someone threw a box and it was like, rah, and then something fell out of it. And I was like, what is that? And I went over to it and I picked it up and, sorry.
It was a Veteran Gamers t-shirt.
Yeah,
it was not a Veteran Gamers t-shirt. That would be something, but it was not that.
Hilarious.
It was this Stone Cold Steve Austin yo-yo.
Oh my God.
I was like, I need to have that. So I was just waiting for my nephew to get done. And I'm just like yo-yoing. And this lady is like, can you walk the dog? And I was like,
Duke's yo-yoing right now, yeah.
He's
I'm
yo-yoing.
yo-yoing. Yeah, exactly. I can just yo-yo the whole show. Anyway, she's like, can you walk the dog and all this? I'm like, no, it's not the type that.
Yeah, it's
I'm
got
getting-
ball bearings in it then.
Well, no, and I'm thinking that this World Wrestling Federation 50-cent yo-yo is not regulation standard. But anyway,
No.
The other thing I found
Oh God, there's more. There's
was
more.
this sword. I have a sword.
He's got a sword.
Behold,
What are you doing?
I have a sword, but I know something you don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I am not left-handed.
Oh,
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Is
I
that
have a
is
sword.
that a replica Game of Thrones sword?
No, it's a cheap foam piece of crap.
All
If you
right,
saw it
okay.
up close, you'd be like, "Oh God, that's so fake." But from a distance, it kind of looks alright. So it's ridiculous. The whole way home, I was like, "Look at my sword."
It's ridiculous.
I can't bring it to school because they say no weapons
You
at school.
don't-
yeah,
even with the
yeah,
weapons.
yeah.
Oh no, they take it very
Oh,
serious.
do they? Do they? Oh, yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah,
we have
really?
to.
You think?
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
all right,
well,
fair
you come
enough.
in with a sword and you
Don't
don't
you
care.
wear
Yeah.
like every school's shit?
Yeah, I need a sword to protect myself.
What do you mean I can't bring the
Kids.
sword to school?
That's what Chris Rock
Yeah,
said. You want to come
he's
talk to the
wrong.
kids? Fuck the kids. You ain't gonna shoot me. Goddamn trench coat mafia. Talking about they picked on us. We didn't have any friends. What are you talking about? There were 6 of y'all motherfuckers. I didn't have 6 friends in high school. I don't have 6 friends now. Anyway, so the sword also has this
The
wolf
reason why you
head
don't
on the
have
hilt,
6
which is
friends now
pretty
is
cool.
because you keep waving that fucking sword around.
Well, that's why I
Nuh-uh.
thought. Can I just say?
It's like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's like, I order you to be my friend. Get down. Yes, Stu?
That's why I thought it was Game of Thrones related because of the wolf head on the bottom.
No, it just
It
happens
might
to have
be,
a wolf
it
head.
might
No,
just be
in
a
fact,
cheat.
it's Witcher 3 related because I'm going to get another one and then I'll have 2 swords and I'll keep them
okay.
down the back of my shirt for some reason.
Yeah, but make sure you get a silver one.
Yeah, I'll get a silver one. Look, I'm Geralt.
Yes.
I'm Geralt's special
I'm sure
cousin.
if you turned up to the
Anyway.
audition for Geralt, they'd be like, yeah, we got him.
Yeah.
Cancel
It's
the
when
rest.
they had
Just
to,
like I
when they had to
imagined.
they had to find virgins at the beginning of What We Do in the Shadows, so they'd go to the LARPers.
Yeah. They do. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, that was those were 2 things I got on the trip, but there were other magical things as well.
This
What,
trip
in the
sounds
thrift
very
shop?
disappointing.
Oh God.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the thrift shop part yet.
This is like the worst
you get
version
into
of posh porn ever.
How'd you get into
This is
thrifting?
the
What
Duchess got me this little pink bucket of candy.
It's like
and then,
Storage
a
Wars, but
My
like the
Little
cheap
Pony.
version.
Yeah, exactly, the garbage version. But it's so sweet and so pink and so ridiculous. I'm like, okay, I'm bringing that to school.
Oh God.
Is this what this show is now? Just show and tell, is it?
Yeah.
No, don't
It's
worry.
like-
I just got 2 more things. I got these books that I bought, but I don't know what they are. So I'm going to open those during the show. But here's the other
okay.
thing I got. my friend Garrett, who passed away at the end of 2023, his wife asked if I wanted this, and I was blown away. So I now have it. It is a
That is
signed
cool.
poster version of issue 1 of the comic book called DMC, which is Daryl McDaniels from Run DMC. And it also stands for Daryl Makes Comics. So he's like been wanting to make comics all his life. And he did this a few years ago. Anyway, my friend Garrett had it signed from DMC to Garrett. So
Cool.
I now have it,
that
and
is
it's
that is
obviously
cool.
Very profound.
Yeah, it's very cool.
That's
all right,
actually something
so-
good.
Yeah, it
I
is.
know, right? I'm trying to
That's
mix in
not
some
shit.
good stuff with the ridiculous
yeah,
stuff.
no,
that's
Oh,
how-
you saying my sword was shit? Come over
Yeah,
here,
it
I'll
was a bit
stab you.
shit.
Anyway, so let me do the thrift
God.
story real quick, and then I'll do the video clip that I sent to Chinny. You got that ready, Chinny?
Yeah. Did you send it? Did you?
I'll send it again if you need me to send it a third
You sent me
time.
this
I'll
video
send it.
clip twice. And
Yeah,
he was
just
like-
wanted to make sure
and
you
I was
Because,
got
like,
it.
yeah, I
you
got
know,
it.
well, and because usually if I had pulled up the chat and seen, yeah, don't worry, I'll have it ready, mate, I would probably be like, what is he gonna have ready? Oh yeah, I already sent him that.
Wow.
But
You
when
know,
you
can I-
when
whoa.
you text Chinny ever, you're lucky if he tells you.
Wow.
I might answer you in a week.
Sound like
Can I
Tara.
just say, and maybe I should have texted him directly. But 2 people said, will the show still be up on YouTube? And I was like, well, no, because
No.
I'm not streaming it. But I can send the video over to Mike and he can upload it
Yeah,
like a normal.
do that.
So I sent him the
Wow.
link and I did all of that stuff
Yeah,
and
I hear
sent
you.
him
I hear you.
the
Anyway,
video to put up, and he never
All
did
right.
it. It never happened.
oh, it's
There's
very
a reason
frustrating.
why though, because it doesn't count. It counts as a video and not a live stream, so it wouldn't go.
No, but people would still download
Some people might
the
still wanna watch
show.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
There's about 100 people watching on YouTube every week. so-
my nephew found a shirt that said Cartoon Network Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yeah, Tara loves.
He looked at the tag. He established that it was older than the year 2000, which makes it vintage. He took it home. He put it on a website where it's like an eBay for like thrifted clothing. He put it up for $15. Somebody came along and bought it. Then, over the course of about 24 hours, he saw it when he came home. His inbox was filling with things of people like, I'll give you $200 for it. Well, you take 400. How about 300? And we were like, what the hell is this? So apparently, he ended up selling it for $600.
Oh my god.
What the? What?
Yes, a Powerpuff Girls t-shirt.
Wow.
Why?
He's
Tara's got-
investing, I guess.
Tara's got a Powerpuff t-shirt.
Dude, look it up. It might be worth a lot of cash. So the thing was, he came home and he was like, well, I got to take the offer back from the guy I sold it to. I'm like, wait a minute. That feels wrong, doesn't it? Somebody
yeah,
said
but
you...
he might be buying it knowing that
Yeah.
he's undercutting him.
Oh, yeah, he
$600
absolutely is. I know, but
$600.
I mean, is that on my nephew, though? He just fucked up by selling something he didn't know what it was. That's not the dude's fault who made the
Nah,
offer.
fuck the dude.
Yeah, fuck the
I
dude,
mean,
man.
that's what we ended up deciding,
Correct.
but I don't know. We spent some time talking to him about like, look, your reputation and like you don't want to do the wrong thing in life in general and all this. But he convinced us that the trader couldn't be upset because he just got he thought he got in before
Wow.
the person.
Do you
knew,
know
and
what
then
I would have? Do you know what
learned.
I would have done? I'd have had a look at the trader's profile to see if he did sell.
Oh yeah. Oh,
the
we did
stuff.
all that, and he does. He sells a lot of stuff. He is a trader.
Yeah, well, he would
So
definitely
he
knew
knew
what
he
was
had,
doing.
and
Yeah,
he,
definitely.
but yeah, and I hear you. I mean, and the dude didn't seem bothered. We didn't hear back from him, so like whatever. Anyway,
He's outside your
last
house
story.
now.
Where's my
Where's
t-shirt?
my Powerpuff t-shirt?
All right, so the Duchess yesterday went to a community outdoor cleanup activity that involved a lot of people who are trained on chainsaws, and then a lot of other people who are willing to haul away the stuff that gets cut up when the chainsaw people go through. So,
Can you take a
She-
chainsaw to school?
Yeah, 'cause you could
I don't
take
know. It's
that.
technically a tool rather than a weapon, as long as I don't have a leather
I feel like you
face.
could do. I feel like that'd be
Yeah,
fine.
that'd be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
A battery
brought
powered
my
one would be
hatchet
great. You
collection.
don't even need like a plug socket or anything.
Yeah.
So
So anyway-
sorry, dude, but that'd be a shit rampage, wouldn't it? Like, hang on, let me just get an extension cable,
Yeah.
and I can only go
Or-
as far as the 3 classrooms here.
What if you're halfway through cutting someone in half and your battery runs out?
Yeah,
What
then you
happens
look
then?
like-
Oh, well, it's a lot better than when you were back in the day and the saw
Yeah.
got stuck.
See, this is
You're
why you got to
like,
stick
"Ah,
with
damn
manual
it."
stuff, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, there's no
Anyway.
chance of it running out halfway through, is there?
Anyway, dude, go on.
Yeah.
Yes. So I said to her, she was like, "Yeah, the it's almost time to wrap it up here or something. And I wrote, please send me video. I want to see this. And she sent me this video. Go ahead, Chinny, play it now. And I'm gonna play you the audio of this video. You ready? Okay. Here, so it's just like a little swamp area, and here's the audio.
Here's a little marshy part.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I wrote, here, wait, I can read verbatim what I wrote. Just give me a second.
And it's just a video of a marsh.
Here's a little marsh.
It's just a video of a
trees
marsh.
and a marsh.
Yeah. And so I wrote that video.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I said that video is lovely, but not quite as exciting as the footage I had hoped to see from the chainsaw parade. So keep that video rolling, Chinny, because she sent an identical video when I said that I wanted to hear, you know, something from the. So here's and this is the same type of video, just same visuals, but this was the audio.
Vroom vroom, I'm a chainsaw. Vroom vroom vroom.
Wow.
Here's a
So
little.
he was expecting like loads of people with chainsaws chopping shit up.
Yeah.
I wanted to see something exciting. She went to a
Yeah.
chainsaw convention, and there was no like. She showed me a swamp.
There's a little
Like that's not what you do to
Were
someone
there,
you
can
love.
I just check? Were there any chainsaws there?
You know, I don't know. Like maybe she just
there?
made it up. Like she
Maybe she's
pretended
just
to go
in a
hang out with
swamp on her
chainsaw
own.
people.
You know.
But
Here's
she
a
did
little
send me a
marshy
selfie at
part.
one point with her wearing the protective goggles and a helmet and all this kit in order to haul stuff, and I'm like that. I mean, that would be very elaborate for her to find that. She didn't bring it with her.
Yeah.
She'd have to find it, put it
Have
on,
you, checked?
and give it back.
Have you checked the credit card bill?
Yeah.
There's just a load of stuff in the back
There's
of the
no
car.
chance. I mean, if the Duchess wanted to start spending money on stuff, I'd be like, okay. But no, she wants to go cleaning up chainsawed marshland.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you do
Oh,
you.
no, we don't know.
It's
Maybe she
funny
did.
for me to make
Here's
fun
a
because
little
she can
marshy
hear me
part.
down in the basement go, "God, you stupid Rocket League motherfucker!"
Yeah.
So she's like, "That's fun, huh? Okay, Duke."
You'd be pleased to hear, Duke, that my little niece, Talia,
Here's a
insists
little marshy
on
part.
getting the little litter picker thing and tidying up every day before she goes to school.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You know, I'm
How old
glad
is
you
she?
said. I'm glad you said that because I was
Here's a
worried you were going to
little
say she
marshy
insists on
part.
getting the chainsaw out
She
for a
loves a
second.
little chainsaw.
There's two ways to clean up.
Yeah.
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 Start her off with a jigsaw,
she
maybe. You
says
gotta-
she apparently she says like we need to do
Here's a
the clean up.
little
We need to clean
marshy
up the street
part.
before we go to school. So they have to leave half an hour early so she can clean up.
Wow.
I like that though. I
Interesting.
like that.
Nice.
It's responsible.
It is responsible. Well,
It is,
the
and
people-
it's
the
also
people
making
dropping
kids
it.
do work for no money.
Yeah.
It's
Which
hard
is-
to
which is-
believe
I don't know
she's
if you've-
related to you.
I don't know if you know this, right? But making kids do like work for no money is so good, like so useful.
Here's a
It's
little
so
Well, it's
much
very
marshy part.
useful.
Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah.
more businesses
I mean,
don't.
but that's also a
capitalise
thing
on
in Japan. In Japan, like the kids go from the teachers go from room to room, and the kids clean up and stuff, is what I
Yeah.
Here's a
understand. So
little
like,
Oh my God.
you know, that's a cultural
When-
thing.
when-
Like, there's
we-
different ways of doing school.
Last week, I haven't talked about this, but last week,
We will talk about video games in about 3
Yeah,
hours.
we
So
will.
we're going to skip
Fine.
ahead 3 hours.
so yeah, through here.
Here's a little
Last
marshy
week,
part.
I had so Rosa was hold on. Tara had to go to a funeral on last Friday, right? And it was
Here's a
for
little marshy
her
part.
mum's auntie. She was quite old, and it, you know, it was sad, obviously, but she had a life. And but on Friday, Rosa goes to all these things. Do you know what I
Here's a
mean? That you
little
pay
marshy
monthly for.
part.
There's a lot of money that you pay for these things. So
Yeah, classes. You want her to be cultured
So-
and have
so-
fun.
Tara didn't want
Experience
to.
different things.
Tara didn't want to skip those things, so I took the day off work
Here's a little
and I
marshy
took her to
part.
Tumble Tots.
All right.
Yeah.
Tumble Tots, and then I took her to shooting. No, it wasn't shooting stars. It was, I don't know,
Here's
some
a little
something,
marshy
right? Some
part.
group, and it's at a church, right?
Blue Man Group.
It's at like this church, and it's
It's
all
at a church,
it's all
yeah.
free, and we had to sign up to this group while Tara was pregnant.
Here's a
That's
little
how long the
marshy
waiting
part.
list is for this group,
Wow.
right?
Wow.
Anyway, got there, doing all things, and then this song came on, right? And all the kids.
Everybody dance now.
No,
Here's
it
a
was
little marshy part.
it was Def
Hey.
It
Leppard.
was Coming in the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
No,
Remember, don't worry.
They
Was it
played,
that?
it was Smack My Bitch Up, right? No, it was
Here's a little marshy
this,
part.
this song came on, right? And all the kids turned into like sleeper agents, right? They all just got up,
Oh no.
and I went, "Oh my god, what is happening?"
It's like when the
Here's a
kids
little
on The
marshy
Simpsons
part.
blink in unison when they get the
Yeah.
Can I just well?
school uniforms.
And the reason
Sorry
why
to interrupt. Well, sorry
Go
to
on.
interrupt. What is that rustling noise?
It's me opening these books. I'm
Team
done
up
now.
again.
Don't
Oh,
worry. You
God.
won't hear it anymore.
Right.
But aren't you happy that I have 3 books?
Yeah, I'm happy, but I can't hear
Great.
what Chinny's saying about these kids.
all
It
right.
wasn't
Bloody
important.
hell.
You don't have to worry about it.
It's
Hell's
not
tea.
interesting anyway.
I can get my sword again.
So what it was is like it was the sun to start them all to clean up.
Oh, wow.
Ah, they've been
And-
conditioned.
And this room was like
Here's a
massive, and it
little
was
mushy
clean
part.
within 5 minutes of all these. And I was like, even Rosa was like cleaning. I was like, what is going on? And
that Chinny there, right there, is psychology in
Here's a
action. That
little
is.
mushy
and
part.
and now we're a full member of a cult. So I'd just like to
Yeah.
announce that. So
Yeah.
we're a big cult members. Love it.
Millie could tell you all about this conditioning thing and how it works, but you know that's
Here's
what
a
they've
little
done to
mushy
those kids. They've been
part.
conditioned.
I wish the conditioner to eat.
It's
the
like when you
food.
give a dog a treat. You know, if you give a dog a treat when it does something that you want it to do.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same
I'm
Here's
still
thing.
a
playing
little
this
mushy
video on
part.
loop, by the way.
I know.
I've just
I'm finding
noticed.
it quite mesmerising.
I don't know why. I'm just watching it.
I don't know. I can't stop
Imagine
now.
if somebody's just tuning in for the first time, they just see this video and they go, "I'll try this
Here's a
podcast."
little
What
mushy
the hell
part.
is going
I
on?
keep. I'll be honest. I'm keep expecting.
You're
a
muted,
one
Duke. You're
loop.
muted. Right.
At one loop, that some dude's just going to pop up.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
There
that
we
wasn't
go.
there before.
we're back.
Who
We're back
knows?
on the stream.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah. I did something by the way.
Duke,
I've
you're
not,
Duke's muted.
I don't know. Well, you know what he's like. He's old.
Oh no! I asked if I'm sorry. I thought you were considering what I said.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. Should we? That's anyway.
about
Okay,
Gary?
never mind.
He doesn't even know
yeah,
what he's
shall we-
saying anymore.
I don't know what I'm saying because I'm so confused. It's been so long.
Oh no.
Stu, did you have one more thing you wanted to share?
I did very quickly.
Okay,
Go
very
ahead,
quickly.
really quickly. Yes.
I did
Orange Doritos.
something. I did something this week. I
What
have
did you do?
not done before.
What have you done?
I kind of messed around with one of my mechanical watches.
Oh, okay.
And not so much as like, you know, I didn't just wind it up or
Did
I
you break
actually-
it, Stuart?
No, I didn't actually because
Are you claiming to be God now when there's a watch? There's a watchmaker?
No, not really. But it was bugging the head. You know when something just bugs you?
Yeah, every week.
Because it was running about 25 seconds a day fast. So every day, I know it would gain nearly
Fuck's
half a
sake.
minute and sometimes more. It was sometimes running up to nearly 30. And
Now,
I'm like,
again, you understand this is the most first world problem of all
I
time.
know,
Like, we
I
have
know,
so many
I
ways
know.
to keep time.
but I'm feeling like it could definitely be more accurate. It should be more accurate.
Well, of course-
It shouldn't be gaining 30 seconds.
dare I
a
ask
day.
how much you paid for this particular watch?
Oh, it was reasonably expensive. It was about £400, so it wasn't like cheap, but it wasn't super expensive.
And you got it because it's vintage. I get it. It's
No,
okay.
no, no.
Go
It's
on.
it's a new watch. It's a new watch. That's the point. So it's
What?
fairly new. Yeah, exactly.
What are you paying
So-
for if it doesn't even keep time?
Well, it does, but it loses. It gains 30 seconds a day. But anyway, here's the thing, right? So I was like, it just needs regulating. Just needs regulating. So I
Alright.
reckon I can do.
So you
that.
called up Warren G.
No. So what do
Oh,
you
come
want?
on, Chinny. That was funny. What the hell?
It
I
was
heard
funny.
it. I heard it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
funny.
well, yeah, and I thought you might get a kick out of
Sorry.
it, considering there's a chance you know who Warren G is.
I,
Yeah,
yeah,
who's
I do.
Warren
Yeah,
G?
yeah.
Yeah, he's an American hippity hop, isn't it? Is it hippity hop?
Oh
Anyway.
man, the moment's over. Never mind. I'm sorry. I said
Anyway,
anything. Go on.
so I was like, right, I'm gonna. So at Christmas, I asked for some watch tools, you know, that you can take the backs off watches and tweak,
Yeah.
like really like thin tweezers.
I'll
and
fix
all
this
that kind of stuff.
myself.
I'm gonna fucking sort this motherfucker out.
Oh damn.
So I got.
I'm scared to open my
I've,
phone.
I've even got one of those clamps to hold it in place. You know, one of those
That's
like
what
plastic.
that clamp is for, huh?
So took the straps off, you know, stuck it in there,
Yes.
wound it up till it was nice and tight. Got my
Yes.
tool to take the back off. Took the back off, no problems, no issues.
Got your tool.
Unscrewed it, took it out.
Yes.
Got me little tweezers, right? And obviously the regulator's just above the flywheel, so it's kind of like it's
Calling out
it's
Warren G.
fairly straightforward because it's like a plus and a minus. So you obviously plus to make it run
Yes.
faster,
Right. Yes.
minus to make it run slower.
Electric nodes. Right.
Whatever. Well, it's not electric, I know. It's
No,
mechanical.
I know. It's the It's
So,
the adding or taking
anyway,
away.
So I've got the
Anyway.
I've got a magnifying
Okay.
glass, right? Got
Of
me
course
little
you do. You got a loopy?
tweezers. Yeah, little
Yeah.
tweezers.
But you don't
I
have
mean-
one of them headgear, do you? With the two like the magnifying headset? Do you
no,
have
no, no.
those?
Oh God,
That's
no.
next level.
No,
yeah,
do
you'll
you?
get
Oh,
it
no,
soon.
no,
Don't
no.
worry, you will. Oh,
So
yeah.
anyway, so I moved, and it moved quite a lot, right? I'm like, ooh, probably gone a bit too far there. So I checked the timing. So I took it off and checked the timing. And it was running at -5 seconds. So I had like overdone it a bit, but
Yes.
only slightly. You know, I
You
had
gotta
overdone
just
it.
nudge it. You gotta just
So I
nudge
don't.
it.
So this is
Just
the difficult
nudge it.
bit because it's
Gotta
like
just nudge it.
I moved it a load the first time. This time I only need to move it the tiniest bit.
And Adam, you need to move it
Oh.
one part.
Yeah, exactly. So I did it, and I'm like, I barely moved it right. And I'm like, ooh, that might be right. Checked it, and it's running now at plus like 2 or 3 seconds to about -2. So it's more or less bob on. No, that's as good as
I
you want
mean,
it. That's
yeah,
perfect.
but I want it to be perfect.
You can't. You cannot.
If
Have
I
a
pay
perfect-
$400 for a watch and it
No.
can't be perfect, like if it doesn't show up perfect, that's one thing. But if it can't be made perfect, come on, what are we doing?
You can get
Come on.
chronometer. They're called chronometer mechanical watches.
No, I have a thing called a phone, and when I need to know what time it is, I just look at it.
No,
it also
but
has a camera on it.
I
It
have
has
it-
every song ever created. It has a lot of cool videos and
does, it does.
interesting friends that I get to talk to.
But does it have jewels in it though?
I
Does
don't
it
have my
jewels?
abacus anymore because the abacus kind of went extinct. Now,
But
I'm sure
anyway,
there's
here's the
lovely-
thing.
Oh God,
So I
Jenny,
had
come back.
So I had it. So I wore it for 4 days straight, and it gained
Yes.
8 seconds in 4 days.
Well, if it's 2 seconds a day in 4 days, it's gonna
Yeah,
be 8 seconds.
which was
yeah. And so,
perfect.
it's like y'all were talking
Perfect.
about frames per second last week, right?
Yeah,
It's all
yeah,
about, 30 isn't so bad. You're like, dude, the PC world. There's a meme of someone playing some like Doom or something, and it said 60 in the corner because just how it just has the number, and then it drops to 59. And then the third frame is the person throwing it in the garbage. Like
Yeah.
as soon as you drop
No,
below
Mo.
60. No, I'm kidding. I'm just playing.
No, what you've got to understand is plus 2 seconds a day. It's pretty accurate for a mechanical
It
watch.
is pretty
That's
accurate,
good.
but it's not as accurate as the atomic clock to which our
Well,
phones
of course
are
it isn't. But
synced.
how much not fun is that? I mean, you've got no moving
Not
parts
fun.
or anything.
It
It's
didn't
boy, it
sound
could
like you were
kill
having
you,
fun.
man. It could
Sound
kill
like
you
were-
with radiation.
I mean, here's the thing. Look, I get it. A lot of people like to tinker, and I'm not hating on tinkering. It's just not something I can really relate to. Although when I play MUDs, I tinker around with the sound settings and all sorts of other things. So we all have our strange.
I think the thing was, I was kind of like impressed with myself for doing, to
Well,
actually.
it is. Yeah, sure. You gave it a
get
shot.
into-
It worked
get
out
into
okay.
This watch, I messed around with it, and I had
It's
a little
it's
go.
a dub.
I would never take one apart. I would like to have a go at taking one apart.
Oh,
after I
you
watched all
find
these
one at an
videos.
estate sale. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
you know.
get a cheap mechanical watch and actually have a go at fixing it. If it doesn't work.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, what do you have
Yeah.
to lose? Just five quid or something.
Red Van Man's into watches, horology. You see, he's into watches.
Look, I'm happy
Uh,
for y'all. If you want to talk watches, by all means, go ahead and do so.
So he says,
Just-
I can't get
thought
into
at this-
my double Huntsman pocket watch, and it has bloody stopped. It's going to cost me £180 to be serviced. You see, I did think this. I'm like, how much would it have cost me if I'd have taken it to the jewelers to be regulated? And it literally took me probably 15 minutes from start
Yeah,
to
but
finish.
it may also be that you got lucky that you didn't snap something or have a
No,
cogwheel
I
go
was
flying.
careful. No, man,
I'm
it's
not
fine.
saying you weren't careful. I don't know.
Careful.
The reason I don't go messing with my phone, jailbreaking it or whatever, is because I don't trust my. That's why it took me so long to build a PC. I was like, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna burn myself. I'm gonna set something on acid fire. I just don't want to mess with that stuff. And my time is worth more to me than my money.
Yeah, Red
there's
Van Man, I'd recommend watching on YouTube Wristwatch Revival. And this guy just takes watches apart. So you'll get an idea what might be wrong with your watch. You never know. You might
Yeah, get an idea.
Oh.
All right, I'm moving this because I need to get it.
Mind you, pocket watches aren't as bad because they're bigger. Do you know what I mean? Like watches are tiny inside, whereas a pocket
Yes.
watch, it's a little bit bigger.
Sure.
The screws are a bit bigger. Everything's a bit bigger.
It's true.
But yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Anybody listening who's like, please talk about video games. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
shall we start? I mean, I don't know where Chinny's actually gone.
We're
Do you know
kind of
where he's
stalling
gone?
because Chinny just vanished.
He just disappeared
And-
like he does. You know what I mean?
It was shortly after he said, when I mentioned that it's hard to not get, communication from Chinny, he had said, you sound like Tara. And now it sounds
he's
like
just
maybe
gone.
Tara
He's
needed to get his attention.
Anyway,
for something.
we can start talking about
But
video
we can
games.
start talking
course
video
we can.
games. And then when
Who
he
needs
shows
Chin-
up, yeah,
Yeah.
really, who needs the Chinny
Like
guy?
like I said last week, who needs Chinny? I mean,
Yeah,
come
really.
on.
Well, I think we
Oh.
figured out where the weak link is,
Yeah, we have.
and it ain't the person that Ben was subbing for. Wait, let's see if Fraser
Yeah, I don't know
Buccioni
who
or-
was subbing for who, to be
I
fair.
don't know. This whole thing is
Where are
boring.
you going? Story time's
Yeah,
over.
come on, let's play some games.
What have we been playing?
That's playing.
Man, that's
Like
a story right there.
I don't want no part of your tight-ass country club, you freak, bitch!
Right. What the hell was that?
It's from a show called Arrested Development. And it's one of the characters makes this horrible racist puppet, or he says racist things while he's holding up the puppet. The puppet may or may not actually be racist. It looks pretty racist. Anyway.
Anyway.
At one point, his brother takes the puppet, and for some reason, he starts being all foul-mouthed and weird. He's not. Anyway.
Anyway.
So that's that. It's from a show called Arrested Development. You got to check it out. It's very funny. It's very cringy. It's very painful.
Anyway, I'll start
Anyway,
this week. I'm going to
Yes,
start
Stu.
because,
Why don't you start? Yay! Tell us why.
yeah, due to having to bugger off to the hospital the other week,
Yeah.
I didn't get to talk about, play my game, bitch, which was Watch Dogs Legion. Watch Dogs Legion.
Oh, that's right. You did miss that.
So
So
I
here we
never-
go. It's a special bonus
It is.
moment commentary on Play My Game, bitch.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Watch Dogs Legion, I've got a confession a little bit like you do. I
Uh-oh.
have played this game once before in the past.
Oh, you played this one?
Yeah, I played Legion
Because
before.
I play Watch Dogs 2.
No, I played Legion before.
Okay. You
Wow,
just
wow.
must have played it when it first came out.
Yeah, quite a while ago. I think
Not
I
that
played a
old.
demo. I think I played a demo.
Okay.
There was a demo.
Was the
for
demo
it.
just that first level?
Yeah, it was just that very first bit, where
Yeah.
you did get to do a little bit after that.
Yeah, I
believe.
mean, yeah.
It was quite a lot. I think this is pretty good, I'd forgotten that it was a pretty good experience.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah, I like the systems in it. I like the Driver San Francisco-esque.
See, I didn't get to really driving around much, but
No. The fact
can you
that
swap
can
into a car?
No, you can swap
whatever?
between different characters in the game.
Oh, yeah, right. I
So you
only
can-
got to that point where I kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so
Met
you
them.
can. I actually played it for quite a long time because I kind of found it engaging. I kind of like the sneaking around. I kind of liked all the taking over of cameras and setting traps and,
Yeah.
lifting things up and distracting people. It was pretty good. It was actually in fact, it's probably the best Ubisoft game I've played in ages.
See, I just kept feeling like I was in the Division because everything about the game feels and looks, the UI and you're ducking behind cover and stuff. So I just wanted to run around and just shoot everything like you do in the
Yeah,
Division.
it doesn't work that way though.
I know.
That is not the best way to play this game.
No, it is not.
What I also really, really liked about it is the setting.
Yeah,
It's,
it's good
I
stuff.
think
Well,
it's,
I mean,
I think it's always great if a setting in a game is relatable.
yeah.
The fact that it was set in London and you had all the sites there, and one of the missions took me to Buckingham Palace. I had to do some stuff there. I had a few little weird issues with it though as well. There was a bit where I had to rip off a transmitter off the roof of a building and move it to a truck. I don't know whether you did this mission or got that far.
Nope.
So you had this really heavy. You hacked this worker drone, this heavy duty drone that could lift really heavy objects.
Yeah.
But it was weird because you'd move it, but then when you got out of range of it, you couldn't then move it. So you had to keep on standing under the thing you were moving, and if it was too high, you'd lose signal. And it was a bit weird, and it took bloody ages to move this thing to this truck that was waiting for it. Then you had to transport it through the whole of London in a truck to somewhere else. But it was all right. But I don't know. It was just a bit janky. When you think, why have such a short range on the drone? Because
there's no real reason to do that except for extra challenge.
Yeah, it would have been
Off.
easy just to have the drone follow you or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But it kind of didn't. It was just a bit jank. But other than that, I liked all the little tools you could get, little robots and the drones and the droids. And there was a bit where I had to go to this open marketplace in London and take out this target, and that was kind of fun. But most of the missions were good. I liked it, but I am going to play a bit more of this when I can be bothered. But there's too much other stuff going on. That's the
There's a lot of
problem
other stuff going on.
That's
yeah.
the problem I always have at the moment is I never know what to play, man. You're constantly being dragged, dragged from one place to another. It's like, play me,
I
play
feel
me.
you. Yeah.
So, yeah.
The curse of having options.
I know.
I feel when
know.
it's time to read a book, I'm like, I got like 20 books going. It's ridiculous. And I've just got 3 more, but those are for school. So, and I brought some home that my sister-in-law had.
Well, I'm in a series at the moment called The Way of Kings.
Yeah,
The
huh?
Way of Kings, and it's 6 books long, and each book is about 40 hours listening time.
Damn.
So these are monster stories.
Don't
I
get
mean,
me started on audiobooks because I'll have to tell you about the podcast I listened to on my road trip, and you don't want that.
No, we don't want that. But
No, we don't want
audiobooks are
that.
great. I love audiobooks. I listen to all.
Yes, I also love audiobooks. All right. So, anything else about Legion?
No, it's pretty good actually. It would have been a thumbs up, by the way. I would have given
Yeah,
it a
I
thumbs
think
up.
I did give it a thumbs up. It's just
Yeah.
not my jam right now, but very well made. I think.
Good voice
So, yeah.
acting as always.
Right.
Good premise. I like the
Yeah.
start of it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So what about you?
Um,
Seeing as Chinny's still not arrived back, can we just
Chinny's
say?
still not back. Where the hell are you
Yeah,
at,
we
Chinny?
don't
Send
know.
us something in the WhatsApp. We were
Maybe
just talking
having-
about this.
Yeah, maybe
You're in
having a
the
big
middle of a
stinky poo. He's maybe
podcast.
having a stinky poo.
I mean, look, if he had to take care of something, we can't be his top priority right away. I get it, but at some point, when something settles down, like
Yeah, stinky poo, man.
send
That's
a
what it
quick
is.
text.
Maybe he's
Anyway,
probably still not
um,
settled down. That's the trouble.
Could be.
Mm.
So when I was on the road, I was thinking about like why haven't suddenly? I mean, maybe there is a thing like this, but like, let me gamify the road trip part. You know what I mean? Like, drive X number of hours, and you can, beat 1,000 points or something. You know what I mean? Like, just make it. I don't know. It
Everything
seems like
else
there ought
is
to be a way to
gamified,
make-
isn't
I
it?
know, and I'm not looking for something that's trying to sell me
Because of
something.
that,
I
have you
just want
seen-
someone to
have you
make
seen-
it.
That app for runners, the Zombie Run.
Oh yeah, I did that once actually.
Yeah.
I had one that was a zombie. It was just it was. I think it was a zombie mosey. And it was like, you're not up for a run. Hey, Chinny came back. I got so boring that Chinny just had to come back.
Please come back.
Welcome
Chinny.
back, Chinny.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Make Eric stop talking about this.
Yeah, do you have a big stinky poo?
She was screaming so
Oh.
loud.
Tara,
we couldn't
keep it
hear
down. Oh, you mean
I know,
Rosa?
yeah.
Sorry.
I was
Yeah,
like,
Tara, for God's sake.
What is wrong with that? And I think the clock going forward has messed her up a bit or something.
Oh, messes everybody
poor
up,
girl.
that does.
And
I'm sorry.
she just because she's her naps have been all over the place. She usually has one sort of decent nap, and then she wouldn't go down for a nap earlier today, and then she had one at like quite late. And
Oh,
she was just
Circadian
like-
rhythm is being
but
altered.
It
It
wasn't.
is.
It wasn't crying. It was like proper like and God, and she just
Oh, I'm sorry.
oh.
it's just it's horrible.
Yeesh.
Anyway,
Oh, I'm sorry. She better now, or is
Anyway.
Tara taking over?
she
Poor Tara.
Tara was holding her while she was screaming. Like she
Oh no!
like,
Take this kid away from me before I start strangling her.
No, she didn't. No, not at all.
she-
No.
She
Mm.
you just can't. Yeah, there's nothing you can
Yeah,
do.
there's-
And just,
You can't say, "Hang on a second, would you please?"
Just the baby just
Yeah.
doesn't care. It's just
Yeah.
That's
one of those
babies,
things.
man.
It's funny. There's this thing they do in our school where they give the kids, some of the kids, in like a home health care training class. They're going to maybe take care of kids or infants. And they make them start out by carrying around this fake baby. And it just at random times will start crying and screaming.
Yeah.
And one of them came back the second day and was like, "Mr. P, this thing is driving me insane." I was like, good. That's what it's supposed to be doing. This ain't no joke.
That's
You
what
want to
babies
make
do.
sure you don't get caught with a situation you're not ready for.
Yeah.
And then you strangle your kid or you shake it.
Wow. Anyway,
Anyway,
on that lovely note,
Anyway.
yeah, so gamified road trips.
Yeah, that would be great. Hang on a second. The Duchess is asking me.
Oh God, what is going on tonight? I tell you what, Chinny's buggering
I
off,
know,
you're
right?
messing around.
All right, that was just one sentence. It's fine. Okay, so when I was on my road trip, I went down to Florida and I hung out with my nephew for a couple of days, and I got to play Roblox Duel,
okay.
which
Oh.
is just 1v1 shooting each other. My brother is not interested in him playing first-person shooters, but my nephew convinced him, well, it's just Roblox and it's all very janky and very cartoony and very not realistic. So That's what I played, and I don't even know if it's worth looking for that, Chinny, because it's not
no,
great.
I'm not gonna Google
Okay, good.
Roblox at all.
No.
However, because he didn't play Rocket League, so I was like, well, we have nothing to talk about.
Goodbye.
Also, Tyler the Creator, really? Okay, whatever. I mean, he's got some interesting stuff on his more recent albums, but he said some
Who's this? The Tyler.
reprehensible stuff.
Tyler the
the
Creator,
Creator.
right,
Oh
okay.
my god!
I don't know much about him.
Ugh. He's not worth. He seems like he turned a page at one point. He's like, all right, I'm gonna stop being this. He is the leader of Odd Future. It's like, I'm gonna be the most outrageous. I'm gonna say the most horrible stuff, and then it's all a character. It's like Slim Shady did, right? Like he's talking about cutting off his mom's tits and stuff, and then suddenly he's like, okay, now I'm like a mature adult who's talking about real things, man. And it's like, wait a minute, I don't get how a person can just flip a switch and not really own the horrible things that they put out into the world earlier, but whatever. Anyway, the point is, he said, oi, Unk, you need to play this, fam. And he gave me Hollow Knight
Oh yeah.
yeah.
A lot of people
Yeah.
love this.
Oh,
on
people
his
love that game.
Switch.
Yep.
And it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Have you never played this game
It's-
before?
I
I'm
had never played
surprised.
this before. That's why I wanted to play it. I was like, okay. He actually gave me options on his Switch, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, let me try Hollow Knight. So it's gorgeous. It's fairly responsive. I feel like my nephew's thumbstick was a little wonky. I mean, it could be that I suck. I mean,
Hey,
that's
thumbsticks
possible,
on
but-
Switches are all wonky.
Yeah, well, that's the sense I got. And so it felt hard to be precise. You know what I mean? Like I'm a Xbox controller kind of dude, or mouse and keyboard. So I know this wouldn't work on mouse and keyboard probably, but the Xbox controller is what I'm used to. So whatever. It's a platformer. You're fighting monsters. It's a Metroidvania. My student teacher loves this game. He just won't shut up. Like when I talk to him on tomorrow after a week of spring break, the first thing I'm going to mention is that I played Hollow Knight, and he's going to be like so excited to talk about Hollow Knight.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot
But
of people love this game. They love
There's not going to be much for me to talk to him about because, like, I mean, I couldn't play. I just didn't want to play with that wonky Switch. You know what I mean? And I don't know that I would enjoy playing this with the Xbox controller because I'm not into Metroidvanias, and like I don't really like platform combats. So it's just not my thing, I think. Once again, like I recognize the game in both senses of that word, but I just don't think I'm going to have fun with it. Like I'm not going to want to jump in when it's time for gaming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can feel you.
So, respect to Hollow Knight, love to everybody who loves it, and I'm sorry that I wasn't blown away the way everyone said I would be blown away. But I recognize also that like there's a deep lore, and like the story is more than just kill the bad guy. There's stuff going on here, and if I were more patient with video games, maybe I would be like, okay, let me sink into the story. Never mind about the gameplay. I can watch it on YouTube or something. But again,
It does look
don't think I'm
gorgeous.
going to be
I
doing
mean, this-
that.
this
It does
is
look
a
gorgeous.
nice
The
game.
graphics, the sounds, the aesthetics, the UI, it's all very charming. It's
I
really
mean,
charming.
Millie's boyfriend Adam plays a lot of this game
Yeah.
on his Steam Deck. He's playing it all the time.
Yep. One of them. People love it.
Mm.
I wish I could love it the way they love it, but I'm glad they do love it that way.
But it's horses for, as we always say on
It
this show,
is
it's
horses
for
When we
courses.
started
for
like, this
courses.
podcast, like gaming was such a niche where
It
like,
was.
everybody played the same games, but now
Yeah.
gaming is like there's just niches everywhere in gaming now. Like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah, there is.
you can be into gaming and not touch the same games.
Right.
all.
And that means, I think one of the things that's very important for us to keep in mind is that we don't need fucking gatekeepers, all right? A game is a game is a game. In the King of Kong documentary, the one dude at the start says, I'm glad you're filming this. You got a lot of tape in the camera. Everybody games. I don't care. Even your grandma, she plays poker or checkers. Show me a nun somewhere that hasn't played solitaire or something. And just that, I think it's, there's a lot of people who are like, that's not a real game, whatever. Good pizza, great pizza.
Well, there's also these people who play all these other games like checkers or chess or whatever.
Oh,
who,
sure.
who
Oh, yeah,
frown
totally.
upon video gamers.
Oh, yeah, well, right, exactly.
You know, that's another
But
whole other
that-
thing. You
but
know
that's
what I mean?
also ridiculous.
Yeah, of course it
And
is.
the only thing we
totally.
should
So
frown
anyway.
upon is people that play pool competitively.
Exactly.
Ugh, they're the worst.
They're the worst.
Oh, awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
All right. So I've had to go. Stu had to go. Chinny, what's been on your list?
Yeah, Chinny.
Well, I have been,
List.
and the main thing that I've been doing really.
Oh man,
Oh
sorry.
God, here we go.
I'm leaving you high and dry on this. Go on.
Wow. Why is
Go ahead.
everybody going, what did I say? Why did everybody go?
Just-
oh,
just-
No, no, no.
Just
I'm,
carry on,
I'm,
carry on.
I'm. We talked about it, and I feel bad.
Oh, Avowed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're ahead of me. This is my game of the year after 3 days playing it, and I'm like, I feel like playing more Rocket League right now.
Of course
Yeah,
you
no.
do.
No, I'm all in. I've been
Yeah.
I've been obsessing over it really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this last week I played it a lot. This week I haven't played it as much. I have played it a little bit, but I love it. I love it.
It's a very good game.
So well made. It's so clever.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
like
It's genuinely funny. I chuckle. I don't laugh out loud,
yeah,
but you know,
it's
there's
funny.
moments when
The
I'm like,
my
okay.
main criticism is like the lore is too thick.
Oh,
It's
the lore is
there's
so
too
thick.
much.
And it's, I mean, you could just skip it all, but I don't want to skip it all. You know what I mean? I want to know what's going on.
I do skip
Well,
it all. Do.
Yeah,
But
I bet you
I
skip,
probably
skip,
should.
skip.
I read the text quicker than they can say it. and then
Yeah, I
and
try
then
to
I'll
do
skip.
that. Yeah.
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 But like I get the beats. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I know what's
sure.
going on.
That flame face lady ain't up to no good. Let me tell
Yeah.
you what. I don't know how this is going to end up, but I'm pretty confident in saying
as soon
that
as
the
I saw-
horrible, atrocious, toxic attitude, poison tongue lady
Yeah.
with a face full of flame,
Yeah.
I'm like, I think she might be bad.
Yeah, for people that don't know, that this woman turns up and she's got metal armor. You never see her face. She has eyes that are flames, and she's rude and she's like everybody's scared of her. And you work for her or like with her, and then I'm like,
Or,
I can't wait to kill her.
but you know what? It might be a situation where it's like, okay,
It is.
I had to be like this because people tried to kill my family, and
No,
so
no, no,
I had to
but there's-
like
but
stand up
it's-
for myself.
No, it's not as clever as that. But it's very much a.
Oh, did you find out?
No, well, I'm getting.
Oh, you're just
close.
guessing. Okay.
But there's
Okay.
a point where I'm at now where it's like, hey,
Yeah.
we're not so bad. You know, you could join.
Yeah,
us
you know
kind of
how
thing.
you made these assumptions that were perfectly reasonable based on everything that you ever saw? Well, guess what? You're a horrible, prejudiced jerk. 'Cause
Yeah,
you don't expect this twist.
To give people an idea where I am, I'm
You must be quite a long way in this.
I'm
game.
almost done
He
with the
is.
second
He's almost
area.
on the second area. I'm
not-
just starting the second area.
I'm basically gonna start the third area the next time I play it.
Nice.
And the second area I think is interesting. It's definitely where I definitely I wish I went back to the first area, which I can. But I just haven't.
It
done
won't be as much fun now.
But look at this, because there's certain things in the first area that you can't get when you're in the second area, like certain crafting items and stuff. And
Oh, really?
I didn't even
Interesting.
know there was crafting in this game, and I was like, "There's crafting."
Jenny's crafting.
And I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, okay, I'm crafting." It's very
To
by
be
the
fair, it's
way-
very basic
Basic
crafting. It's
stuff,
just
yeah.
like get this,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
just hit the button. That's it.
Yeah, by the way, did you know there's double jump in Rocket League?
There is double jumping Rocket
there
League.
is,
Learned
just-
that this
just
past
checking
week.
you knew this,
It's
yeah,
cool.
who knew?
Yeah.
unlike
I know.
Rocket League, it doesn't tell you about the crafting in the first 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, you don't.
But
see
there
it
is
in
a
the menu.
tutorial, I
There's
think.
a tutorial. There's a menu
There's
for it.
and there's little
Yeah, okay.
asterisks that come
You're
up.
comparing a massive, vast RPG to a car game.
No, I
where
know.
you-
And to be fair, there's
I'm
100
just
things that come up. Like,
Yeah.
read this, read
There's
this,
a
read
lot
this.
of things you can do in this game.
Fuck
This
off.
is what
I
happens
know.
when you skip all the text, though,
Yeah, well,
Ginny.
yeah,
This
I
is
got the
problem.
gist of it anyway. So yeah, but like, so I'm upgrading all my weapons and stuff. I do that the majority of the time. But like, to turn a certain weapon to this, you have to get this, but you can only get that in a certain area, and I've
Yeah.
already left that
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Right, yeah, sure. You're supposed to go hunting, I think.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm loving it. I think some of the things that you come across and some of the storylines are cool. Like the way,
Yeah, yeah.
like animancers are a thing on the second area, so it's like it's all
Yeah.
about animancy and
Yeah.
the town is full of people doing like witchery, basically, like dodgy shit with
interesting.
spells.
Yeah,
so
right, sure.
so but the problem is
But
the
not just like Winterhaven or Winterhold in Skyrim, where it's like one guy is like, "Will you help me?" And then he makes you real big and then real small, and then
no,
that's
it's it's more like they're fucking with magic, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of people are very skeptical about that, and they think that the magic that they're fucking with is pissing off the is causing the disease. That
Interesting.
the whole plot of the game is there's a disease, you need to stop this
Yeah.
disease.
Yep.
And the first area is all about the Stilgarrote and the you know, the legal arm of the law, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
are they right in what they're doing? And the second area is the animancy, that like they're fucking with it, and then they still go out, they're not happy about that kind of thing.
Right.
So it all kicks off. So yeah, really really good stuff in the second area. Really, and it's big. It's just a big. There's loads of stuff.
It's a very big game, and I think the lore is like a double-edged sword. The sword. You have. You want to make an interesting world. Nothing is worse than a video game that's set in a boring world. And I think that they've done a great job making this world and populating it with interesting stuff. But what's up, Duchess? Why are you trying to take my sword? No, I'll do anything you
The
want.
Duchess is now attacking Duke with his sword.
Good.
Yes. And she doesn't have it in the proper spot where it won't roll away. They love the chainsaw video.
We did, but those
Yeah.
chainsaws were amazing.
They were amazing sounding chainsaws. Yeah.
They were.
Yeah, you make a good world and you want people to be, lost in your world, but
Invested. That's what it is.
yeah, but you can easily overdo it with the storytelling. Like less is more, y'all.
Yeah,
Make it optional. Make more of it optional.
What I
That's
do-
the key.
What I do like is that there is usually a dialogue option that sort of matches my tone, which is
Yeah. Oh
usually
yeah.
like,
Absolutely. I love that.
I
part
don't
of it.
know what the fuck you're talking about, or
Yeah. Sure.
like, there's
sure.
one bit where because when you do certain like when you do certain story beats, every time you
Mhm.
sleep, you have a dream with this
Yeah.
voice in your head,
Yeah.
and one of the
yeah.
options is like, can I just go to sleep without you bothering me?
Right,
And I
right.
always pick that one
Yeah.
or whatever.
And does it not? Does that stop it?
Yeah, it just
Hard
goes,
to know if it makes it
no, it does.
shorter.
It goes like,
Oh, really?
I'll go away now. So
Yeah, but it might have just not wanted to say much anyway.
yeah, well, I don't know, but I just didn't care.
What if it was something important?
I don't care
You don't care?
because I don't.
I hope you don't
remember
end up
half
in the
of it.
final act like, these voices in my head are destroying me. I
Dude,
wish
I
had been
don't.
more nicer
Whenever
to
I
them.
listen to any of the lore
You
in the
told me to
variant,
fuck off.
I don't remember what they're talking about. All I know is the general gist of what's
What?
going on.
No, Chinny, tiger in forest trembles.
Sure.
Sure.
What part of tiger in
Whatever.
forest trembles don't you understand?
There's
That's how
some-
it talks too. It does these weird forest
Yeah,
metaphorical
yeah.
like animal. Oh God,
The
it's like
forest
shut up.
can't
Get more
listen to the
interesting and
dreams.
original.
Yeah,
right.
It's so
It's-
stupid. Like it doesn't make any sense.
There's a guy named Rust Hills, and he wrote a book about writing, and he said beginners mystery or thriller is often like beginner's poetry, deliberately unintelligible in order to make the shallow seem profound.
Yeah.
In other words, if you dress up what you're saying in a whole lot of fancy sounding metaphors, but you're not actually saying anything interesting, it's not a good story, dude.
good story.
Come on. So anyway.
Yeah. So the no good video game. Like it lots.
There you go.
Would
Agreed,
keep
agreed.
playing.
I think
LOL.
I think the reason I haven't played a small part of why I haven't started playing, I felt like such a badass in the first area, and I know it doesn't work like that to just stay a badass forever. But I didn't want to leave the first area because it's like I'm kicking ass over here. Who knows what's waiting for me over there? That's going to be even harder.
It does get a little harder, but
I mean, that's the nature of an RPG. I wouldn't want it to stay
but
the same.
But you get better things for your stuff.
Yeah,
Do you know
sure,
what I
right,
mean?
exactly,
So you
absolutely. of
start
course.
getting-
You see, I'm
Right, right. It's
Dude,
the
you're
leapfrog
such
thing in
you're
all
such a
RPGs.
paradox.
I am a paradox.
Because like once human, how many bloody hours have you put into that game? And
But
it's
see,
only
that's the
the
thing.
same.
No, but that's the thing, right? It's the same thing. It's like you just keep
Yeah.
going through this loop. But that's kind of what's happening here. But the difference is
What's the
that
difference?
there's. I mean, what is the difference?
What is the
difference
difference?
is the difference is it's not. I'm trying to process it. I'm not
Oh,
quite sure if I'm going to
God.
agree with what I'm about to say,
Come
but I'll say it and then we can talk about it. I think the
Okay.
difference is that I know exactly what I'm getting in Once Human. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
but
have an
that's only because
idea
you've played
in
enough of
Avowed.
it, though. That's only because you've played enough of it.
Well, you play it for one season, you've played enough because it's.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
if you
they
play
have
enough of
different
this
scenarios.
game, you'll know, won't you?
Well, I'll know 80% of what's in front of me. I know it's not going to be radically different than other games, but whatever.
so
I
funny.
know it's ridiculous, and I
is
can't even explain
ridiculous.
it myself. Whatever.
totally
But we all
ridiculous.
have, again, we all have things we do with our time that are ridiculous to other people, right? Stuart, Mr. Watchman.
Yeah, but that's not ridiculous
Okay,
in the
then.
sense of there's nothing.
Oh, stop it! Me spending time playing the same video game over and over again
No,
is the
that's not
same
what-
as you
no.
spending time fixing
That's
watches
not.
from
That's
100
not what
years
I'm
ago.
saying.
Okay, sorry. What are you saying?
No, the point I'm making is you're saying the reason you haven't played Mother of Avowed because you don't know what to expect in the next area.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same with every video game. And you played you played
except the
hours
ones
and
you
hours
play
and
over and
hours
over again.
Yeah, but you can play Avowed over and over again, and you'll get to that same point.
Oh, I would, but it takes a long time,
Yeah,
and
but,
maybe
like,
I will. I
There's
don't
a
know.
reason why like
Oh,
multiplayer
God.
games are so popular is because it's the same
Yeah,
thing
they're
over
very
and over
addictive.
again. Like
right,
um,
and it's variations on
Yeah.
a theme. I mean, look, most people don't play Once Human the way I play it. Most people don't play Rust the way I play it. Like I'm all about the PVE, and I'm a creature of habit. Like I just want this. You know, we go to the Thai restaurant. I'm always gonna have pad Thai with tofu. Like I don't want to try other things. I'm not curious. I'm not interested in adventure,
Yeah, but
which is ridiculous.
I
'cause
feel
that's
like
what
you
video
played.
games are.
I feel like you played enough of this video game to be in.
I am in, and I
know
do
what I mean?
this.
And that's the thing.
You're not wrong that I'm a paradox. I don't get me either. it's the type of thing where when I play it, I always end up feeling like that was so satisfying. This game is so much fun. I'm really loving it. And then the next time that it's time to play video games, and this doesn't happen all the time, but this is certainly happened this week because it was really kind of a week from hell. So I sat down and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play some Rocket League, play a couple games of that, and then I'll play Avowed. An hour later, I'm like, these fucking kids in Rocket League are so everybody comes to spread their misery and rage and sadness instead of caring a little bit about how other people feel and being like, hey, good job, man. You kept, we only won in overtime or whatever. I always like to type OT equals well matched. Because it shows that if we make it to overtime, hey, we're two equally matched teams. Isn't that a good thing to say? And then they score and go, easy, get good. I'm like,
brilliant.
God, what? Even then, even if we would go to OT, you can't show some decency and respect to other people on the internet. That's a sign that there's something wrong with you.
Oh,
Okay.
And
just
that's
End
what
of
I
rant.
think of
By the way, Duke, you'll be proud of me.
I'm very proud of you, Stuart.
No, you're going to be proud of me because I was
I
watching
am.
a telly show last night, which had
That's great. I know how much you've been looking forward to that.
the perfect example of irony.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
So Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen, which is one of the participants on this crap show called Celebrity Bear Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Bowen's on a bear hunt.
Bowen's on a bear hunt, and they were going to do this task in the sea.
Yes.
And he was
Okay.
bigging up, like, I've got loads of life experience. I might be older
Okay.
than the rest of these dudes.
Okay.
And I'm going to be really good. I'm going to bring home the bacon. And he's going how good it's going to be. And he's going to
Uh-huh.
smash the task. And then when he did the task, he nearly drowned. So that's ironic because he was bigging up how good he was going to be. But then when he actually did it, he nearly drowned. Is that irony? Is that right?
Well, here's the thing. So let me break it down the way I break it down for my students. There's three kinds of irony. Irony is about opposites. Every
Yep.
type of irony has to do with opposites. All right.
Yep.
So a lot of times people confuse coincidence with irony. However, there's three types of irony. And I'll end with the one you're talking about. One is linguistic irony, where I say the opposite of what I mean. So if I say, hooray, tomorrow's the first day back after spring break, you know that I am not actually happy about that, and I'm expressing
Yeah,
my
you mean in the
frustration
opposite.
with that,
You
right?
mean the
I mean the
opposite.
opposite.
Sarcasm.
Exactly. Okay, so that's sarcasm is a form of linguistic irony, right?
Yeah.
And then there is dramatic irony, which is where someone in the audience knows something that a character does not know, right? So when Romeo and Juliet creates a plan to fake her death, but she doesn't tell Romeo that she's faking, and so he thinks she's actually dead. We know she's
Correct.
alive, but he thinks she's dead. That's dramatic irony. We're like, no! Whenever you watch a horror movie and someone's like, don't go in the basement, like, there's a demon in the basement, but they don't know. So that's dramatic irony. And then there's situational irony, which is what I think you're talking about, Stu. And situational irony is where the outcome of a situation is the opposite of the expected outcome.
Yeah.
So
I'm right.
the
So it's
question is,
right.
well, but here's the thing though. Yes, maybe. However, couldn't you tell that the show was setting you up to hate this person and therefore expect him to fail?
No, he's
think so?
actually quite
Okay.
a well-liked guy.
No,
and-
he's not.
Okay.
Of course he is. People love him.
No, I
But
don't.
no, can we just say no? But
Is
just
it
a
like
minute,
Jake
hear me
Paul?
out.
Like, are you trying to convince me that Jake Paul is well
No one
liked?
likes him. He's a
As
part.
mu-
He's,
no,
he's a.
hear me out. Hear me
Chinny,
out.
is he like Jake Paul?
No, he's but he's
No.
annoying. Like
He is a
everybody-
bit annoying.
Jake
But
Paul is
let-
annoying.
Just hear me out, all right? God's sake, man. The show didn't expect him to nearly drown and die. They had to have him on the beach with an oxygen mask on because they thought he was having a heart attack. They
That's
did
not
not.
funny. I shouldn't make fun
They
of
might
that.
they might have thought he would struggle a little bit, and you know he wouldn't do as well as
Now,
the other
okay,
team.
but do you
they
know
didn't
for a
expect
fact
the
that's what
dude to
actually happened,
drown.
or did he want to have people talking
No,
about his arm and
no.
pretend to
It was
drown?
all over the news. I mean, no, he was genuinely shitting his pants.
All right. fair
I mean, it was.
That's not funny. I'm not. See, this is the thing, though. I think that's a predictable consequence of reality
He
culture.
was gonna die.
No. I know.
Or
I'm
nearly
saying
died.
that
He
as a
didn't die,
society.
so,
No, nearly
I know.
died.
I'm saying as a society, though, we should ask ourselves, what is this insistence that people go viral and get famous as a way to launch their careers? We'll fucking vote you president. Who cares? That's gonna breed people drowning and abusing their kids and doing all sorts of horrible stuff in order to get that fame, get that virality.
Well, I mean, he's famous
It's a
already. To be
sickness.
fair,
yeah, but you can't. What do famous people need? More fame.
Well, they just get paid for going on these stupid reality
and
shows,
money,
don't they?
sure.
Yeah, they get
so
paid.
like, but it just feels kind of sick, man. Isn't the Truman Show like a warning about what entertainment does to people in the entertainment?
I don't know. He's too old to be on the show.
Okay,
That's the
fair
problem. He's an old dude. But the point was, he was bigging up how well he was going
Yes,
to do
right, of course.
at the task, and then he nearly drowned. So
and that's what
that
I
is surely
think
irony.
of Avowed.
I mean, yeah. yeah. Again, I suppose if the last thing you would expect for him is to drown, then okay.
Yeah. Well, the last thing
But
he
anybody who-
expected was to drown.
well, of course, but anybody who brags about how great they are at something, I immediately start thinking this person's probably not very good at this. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The more he spoke of his honor, the faster we counted our spoons." Somebody starts talking about how honorable they are, you better hide your fucking silverware, dude.
I
Do you
won't count
know-
your spoons. I'll count your fucking.
Do you know, Chinny, do you know, I thought this would have been about a 10-second. Hey, yes, dude, that's irony.
Hey, they don't
Hold
teach
up.
you to ask me
There
about
you go.
irony.
We've
I
talked
don't
more.
teach like that, dude.
Holy
What?
cow.
No, true or false, Mr. P? No, just true or false.
Holy
We just want a yes
cow.
or no
We've
answer.
talked
We don't
more
want.
about Lawrence
Lawrence
Llewellyn
Llewellyn
Bowen
nearly drowning.
than I did about Avowed, right?
Another reference by Duke that no one understands.
And Stu, you can
welcome.
throw that in and say, "Oh God,
Yeah,
you
but-
never get a straight answer out of Duke."
I know. I
and
was
you're the
expecting-
same.
But-
yes,
but-
Stu, you're right for
but-
once. Yeah, that's irony. Oh my
No,
god.
well, I mean, that's the thing. It's not so simple. Irony isn't an either
Well,
or thing. So what I was gonna say
And we're
is,
still going.
See?
hey, look, you asked me, presumably because I have some kind of expertise in terms of teaching the English language. Is that fair to say?
No, I thought for once. I'm
No,
like, yeah,
okay,
I've got
well,
it
I
right.
misunderstood. My bad.
And you would agree and go, yes, Stu,
Dude,
that's
just
right.
say
well,
Well,
with
yes.
anybody.
Just say yes.
fucking
No,
hell. Yeah,
I'm
just
not
say
gonna
yes.
say yes if I'm not wrong.
Holy, well, you're not, oh my god.
Dude, you asked me a question. I told you the answer. It's not a
ironic.
simple answer.
It's
Fine,
ironic
it's
that the
ironic.
dude
Then why are we even
Was
talking about
bigging
it?
up out because of his age and experience. how
But
much
the word
better
is
he'd done
the
than
key word is
younger bloke.
expectations. What is expected?
Well, I expect
Did
him
you
to
expect
actually do
him-
all right.
Did you expect him to do all right?
Yeah, I thought he would do all right.
Okay,
I
here's
didn't
the thing,
expect
though.
him to drown.
Okay, fine.
Really.
But here's the thing.
The opposite
do
of what
all
he said he
right.
was going to do.
Your expectations are here. Your expectations were not the same as his expectations. That's where it gets unclear. If it's the opposite.
Well,
So whatever. It doesn't matter. But
Wow. I mean, I thought he was going to do all right. He thought he was going to do amazingly well. And then the
Yes.
exact opposite happened because he nearly drowned.
okay. Let's move on.
And that's what I think of Avowed.
It's definitely
Yes,
ironic.
Avowed. Hooray.
It's definitely ironic.
I'm just gonna let it go because it's not important to me. Yes, go for it.
Oh my god.
So I like
Uh,
Avowed.
You like Avowed. That's,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good
yeah.
to know. That's
I like
really
that.
good.
Yeah, it's a good
Wow.
game.
Okay.
But is it ironic that I
Is
like
it ironic though? Is it? I don't
Because I
know.
don't like fantasy and I like this. Is that ironic?
That is. It's kind of
that is
ironic.
ironic.
That is
Oh,
That is
ironic.
ironic.
you
It's
can
the
agree on
last thing we
something.
would ever expect for Chinny.
expect-
It's like
yeah.
if I started playing,
Oh,
I
God,
bet I
what have
could
I
cut
done?
your left hand off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like
it was the
the
last thing. The last thing I'd ever expect was for a celebrity to drown on a reality show. So
Yeah.
you
All
know,
right then, great. I am not left-handed.
exactly.
Right.
Wow. Anyway,
Anyway.
shall we do play my game, bitch? I feel like we need to talk about this game.
Sure, let's talk
Let's
about
do-
this game.
Yeah, let's do
Where's
this.
the thing? Oh, here it is. It's got the right. Found it.
Yeah, bitch!
Yeah, bitch.
Come on, bitch.
Contra you freak, bitch! Yeah, bitch!
cops knew that Internal Affairs was setting them up?
So, Atomfall.
Yes.
We have played
Okay,
this week.
people, imagine this. You close your eyes.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
the English countryside
Yeah, it is.
and Fallout. Okay,
Yeah.
you can open your eyes now.
And an amnesiac. Can we just mention he's got
It is an
amnesia?
amnesiac. Yes.
It's an amnesiac.
Wow,
Doesn't know
finally
how,
played this
how did
out.
it get
Can I-
there?
Can I
amnesia?
can I ask you what
I don't know.
can I ask you what difficulty you played this on?
Right.
Here's for the 20 minutes I played it, there's 5 options. I was like, I'm going down. They start you at 4. I went down to 3. I'm like, I'm gonna give myself no. Every time I turn around, dead, dead.
Yeah, right. I went it because obviously you can I really like the amount of customization in the difficulty settings.
Yes, I agree.
Brilliant.
And the UI scaling and everything.
So
that's
I
magnificent.
put the combat on easy, on the easiest setting, right? Whatever that
Should've
was.
done.
Easiest setting for combat.
Yeah.
I put exploration the fairly challenging.
See, I don't even get how that's a slider.
So with exploration, you can have it where it doesn't even show markers on the map. So you have to use the coordinates to
Fuck
find
that
stuff.
shit. Oh God.
So, but you can leave all the other stuff off and just have markers on. So that's
Yeah,
all I
well.
did. So I just left the markers on the map, but everything else. I
Again,
turned
this
off.
should be standard in every AAA game. Allow me to
I
customize
loved it.
everything.
Everything.
Allow me
And
to
what was the
customize
other set?
everything.
There's the other thing that you could set, wasn't there? Because there was 3 different things you could.
Yeah, there was another like crafting maybe or survival.
Oh yeah, survival.
like
so I set that on
fatigue, your blood
fairly
pressure
low.
and stuff.
So I set
Yeah.
that.
Did you have
on
your
fairly
heart
low.
rate? That was not ironic. That was coincidental.
No, I didn't. The
Oh,
heart
okay.
rate thing I just left as as easy. So it was cool, and I loved all that. And I'm like, yeah,
That's
and
an
it tells
interesting
you can
mechanic,
go
yeah.
in, you can set them all how you want them. It's not doing the Elden Ring thing. It's like, yeah, if you want it easy, you can have it easy. And I'm
Yeah,
not kidding you.
And you can
When
save anywhere.
Yeah, save anywhere you like. When you did the combat on easy, it was very easy. I must admit, I've died.
Yeah,
I've died
I guess I
twice.
should go back and try it then.
Yeah, it makes massive difference. The worst things to kill you are them bloody.
You know
the
what,
only
though?
thing. Go on.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the only thing that killed me were those bloody radioactive things.
See, I didn't even get to
Humans were
radioactive
easy.
things.
Yeah, humans were easy.
The human. I wish they had a slider for ammo. If there was a slider for ammo and I could put it all the way up so that every time I knock over a dustbin, ammo falls out, I would love this game.
I think that's part of on one of the sliders, so you can put more stuff. Like you can find more stuff.
Fair enough. Maybe I need to go
Yeah,
back and
yeah,
fiddle
yeah.
more with the sliders.
Yeah, there's a load of customization you can do. And the
But
cricket bat.
about
I mean,
Rocket
like
League?
again, cricket bat.
It's satisfying too with the cricket bat. Don't get me wrong. It
Yeah,
felt
and
good.
again, when it was, the combat's on easy enough, you don't die that
Yeah.
quick.
Right.
So it makes a massive difference.
But see, I would be all right with having a little danger if I had enough ammo to deal with the danger.
No,
but I had a shotgun. I had a shotgun,
Yeah, one
and it
shot.
had like 4 shells. No, it had like 4.
No,
so
but
I
you
was like,
can
all
shoot
right,
one at a time, though, can't you?
well, of course, right. But I see 2 people wandering around. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take these guys out. Bam! One guy right in the face, didn't even see me. And suddenly this guy's like firing at me, and I'm like, run to him, bam, bam, down. Good. Then like 17 more people showed up. I'm like, God damn it! I didn't realize this was gonna be fucking Lord of the Flies over here.
Oh yeah, you've got to be. I did a bit stealthy, although the stealth's a bit
It's
shit.
more of a stealth game. I
yeah,
mean,
but it's not very good at stealth, though.
It's not. But I
It's
mean,
not very good at it. But,
I the way I look at it, I'm not very good at stealth. So I don't
no,
speak
I
for
think,
you.
but I think if you make the settings easy enough, it's not that big a deal. It's not a big a deal.
Yeah, sure.
And what I also found was I found loads of stuff to make bandages with. You know, because
I
I've
found-
set it to
yeah.
scavenging loads. I just get
Yeah.
back and stuff.
Again, maybe I should have tried that, but I also wasn't. And this is not the way you're supposed to play this kind of game. Like I wasn't trying to check every box. You know what I mean? You get into an abandoned house, like where's the ammo? Where's the bullets? Where's the food? Like whatever. I'm not checking every little box and stuff. I'm just like, I don't know. It's again, I'm a paradox because that's all you do in Once Human is
Yes,
like
it is.
go through loot boxes. So whatever.
I mean, the cool
Anyway.
thing I really liked about this game is it has got an Elden Ring feel about it.
It's
You know,
certainly
where
got a
it drops you in the
paranormal,
middle.
like-
It drops. Well,
yeah.
not so much that it drops you in the middle of nowhere, and you've got to find stuff for yourself. You know, you've got to explore
well,
and
yeah.
have a
yeah.
wander and see something on the horizon. Like, oh, what's that? There's another building
Yeah.
to explore. And I really liked all that stuff. I mean, I found,
Yeah, it's a well-designed world, absolutely.
and I came across this dude who was taking a piss in the river, and I'm like, That's kind of funny. So I just sneaked up and killed him while he was in the middle of having a piss. And I'm like, this is kind of funny. You know, I like how it's designed. And then I found the guy in this downed helicopter, and then there was a like, oh, you need to find this, and then that led on to another thing. And it's this continuous chain of stuff which I really liked. You know,
Yes.
it's constantly
Chinny, what do you
going
make
from
of
one
this?
thing to another.
Yeah.
Well, I played it on the recommended difficulty.
Oh, of course you did.
Because he's not a punk.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was a good idea.
No, it wasn't a good idea because I didn't really enjoy it much.
Because you die a lot.
Yeah, you die a lot, and I just wanted to play it how I always like to play the game.
Yeah,
how-
that's
how
what
the-
I think. Like, just show me this experience you want me to have. And I mean, look, maybe that's not fair because I don't know. I think I'm torn between I know I'll enjoy it more if it's easier, and like well, there is some ego here. Like, I bet I can do it on regular level.
No, you cannot.
But it's also like this is how you want people to play this game. So there's a part of me that wants to give the developer my self in a way that is totally the way they want it to be. But whatever. Go on, Shane.
Yeah, I just wanted to play it exactly that how they intended, and I always want to do that. I listened to like a podcast that like this was over a decade ago about how they made like the Halo games and like normal is how the game should be played, you know, and then after that it's for people that kind of want to challenge themselves and stuff, but normal should always be when a developer makes a game how, you know, whatever the default is that's what we want it to be like. So yeah, and I didn't have any waypoints or anything. It's literally just
it's like find shit.
Yeah, find a bunker, and I was like, okay, and I did like it. I thought it was a good looking game. I liked you know, the fact that it was in England and you know, there's accents that I recognise, even though there's a lot of variation in accents. And
There is. It's not strictly Cumbrian.
No, because it's like Cumbrian doesn't. I suppose there is an accent in Cumbrian, but it's
there is.
It's not like look. First of all, there's a Welsh accent, and then there's a Geordie, and I'm like, oh my god, well, where is everybody from right here? But I know that's a very English sort of thing.
That's because at the end of the world, everybody comes together, Chinny.
It could be that they were just sightseeing in that part of the Lake District when they built the wall.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, and got trapped in there. So
yeah,
you know.
so that's sort of like, God, they're just chucking any accent in here. But anyway,
yeah, man, how's it going? Yeah,
I quite like I like it in some games where like the accents are regional. So in Avowed, when you go to the second area, a lot of people are Italian, so like they sound Italian. So like all the accents change and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. I like that, and I think that happened in The Witcher 3 as well. Like there was like the guy I forgot what was it. What was his name? The guy, the big, was he like a baron or
the guy
something?
who ran the baths or the Bloody Baron?
Oh yeah, the Bloody Baron.
I think that all that area, they were all Brummies around that area. And they all had like Brummie accents and stuff, and then like another area they had like northern accents and stuff.
She wants a man from Brum.
Small details, I suppose. But anyway, it bothered me a little bit, but not that much. But I didn't get that far because I was sneaking around and I was doing a bit here and there, and then all of a sudden once I attacked someone and that person alerted a bunch of people, I was just being hunted like by a lot of people, and I didn't have nearly enough equipment to deal with it.
Ammo.
I was just running. So I thought, okay, I'll run and I'll hide. It's one of those games where I'll run and hide and they'll lose me. And they did lose me, but they kept on looking. They never stopped looking for me. And I was like,
damn.
Oh shit, they don't have like a bit where they go, must have been the wind. And
must have been the wind.
Yeah, the usual stealth games.
And I was like, okay, look, first of all, I respect it. You know, I like that. But they just kept on looking for me. And so I hid in the grass, and I thought, and it said, it like in Skyrim, it says hidden, right?
Right.
And, you know, he walked pretty close to me, and I was like, well, I'm hidden, so this is a video game, so it shouldn't hit. And then he saw me, and he was like, look, I know it's obvious. It's like, I can see you in the grass, mate. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But anyway, so I ran away from that. And then I saw another guy, and he didn't see me, and I snuck up on him, right? And this has been
take him out.
This has been my biggest gripe with this game. I snuck up on him, and he's sort of walking away from me. He's turning right, and then he just insta snaps turning left.
Like he doesn't turn left. His body just switches to the left, right?
Snap, you
As if
like
like
an automaton.
like just like that. Like he glitched and he just moved
yeah.
to the left.
Right,
And then he saw me and he was like, well, "Fuck
Oh,
you know."
bogus.
And I'm like,
You lost the element of surprise.
and I'm like, I can't trust the game because the game isn't going to play ball now. So it's not like
yeah,
like,
well, I mean,
when I understand the rules of the game, like when I understand
sure.
I can sneak and I can sneak up behind someone without them like seeing me.
Yeah.
It's a fine line because you don't want it to be too easy, but you don't want it to be too hard. And,
Yeah.
and it just felt
Right.
like the game wasn't meant to be played like that. So I'm like, I don't really know how to play this game. So I'm in the position that you guys are in, where like, oh, okay, maybe more Duke. Whereas like, I want to play it how the developers intended, but it seems
the
like
developers are mean.
It seems that they haven't got a good idea of how it should be
but
played.
it seems like the game that they want to play is not my type of game, and the game
Yeah.
that if I lower the difficulty and allow certain things to happen, that would be more type of game, and that's not wrong because they put those things in there for me to
Right.
do.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah,
as well that
exactly.
the amount of customization is so great.
Yeah.
You can tailor it exactly how you
Yeah.
want.
So,
Right,
but it's
which is
but it's a
appreciated.
shame that you have to sort of play 30, 40 minutes of a game to find that out and go, you know what, I might restart this game and play it how I want, which I
Yeah.
feel like is a detriment to how the game was made. Like there should be like a first
And-
area where you can try this thing and go, actually,
Yeah,
do you
sure.
want to change it? So,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
And the other thing is like, you know, it's called the Overton window, like where the acceptable thing is. You know, in other words, nobody would want a game where it's like the difficulty was turned up to 10,000, right? But
Somebody
also
would.
nobody would want a game.
Somebody would.
Well, maybe, but you
Well,
know,
people
very
do want
few
that.
people. Would.
Yeah.
Very few people. Anyway, the point is there are extremes at which point literally no one's having fun.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, there's this bell curve that, you know, it gets closer and closer. And I feel like a lot of game developers, yeah, they're just, you know, the Overton window is sort of pushed toward the difficulty level. You know, that's like the norm, like Elden Ring and
Yeah.
that sort of thing, because there's a lot of reasons for that. Like people like those kind of very challenging, very
Like,
punishing games, and that's fine. More power to
It's a
them.
trend as
However,
well. Like these things are trendy
Yeah.
as well. Aren't they? Yeah.
of course. And so it's just interesting to me because it could easily be that, you know, much easier is the norm, and then you add on like, and I know some games do have that, like adding on, but you know what I mean? There were like 5 slots and 4 was where they started you off. So it's just interesting that
I just think
that's
the
norm,
industry
but
sort
whatever.
of moves and copies each other. So I think like
Oh, of course.
when
What's
we were-
selling?
when we were around the late noughties and stuff, you know, in the sort of 360 days, I think games were criticised for being a bit too handholdy and
Oh,
easy
yeah,
because
sure.
because
Oh,
all of a
totally.
sudden like we could do things that you couldn't do in the previous generation.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
think there's
The
you-
imaginations of the developers were catching up.
I think like what we're in now is this opposite thing of like, let's make games harder because actually telling the player where to go all the time might not be a fun mechanic.
Yeah,
And
and
I-
some people, right? Some people like the thrill of actually exploring and
I-
figuring things out for themselves. In that sense,
I don't hate it. I think it's actually like really good. Like it feels good. It looks good. It's
Yeah.
nice that it's a British setting for me and
Yeah.
Stu anyway. But I think Americans enjoy that as well because it's different. But
Mhm.
at the moment, I'm so obsessed
I
with
always wanted to go to
Avowed.
Hogwarts.
I'm so obsessed with Avowed that like
Yeah.
I think it's something
Yeah.
I can come back to, but with a few notes.
So-
you
Yeah, I
know.
can
So
totally see
here's-
myself in 2 years being like, yeah, let me try this again.
Here's my take on it, because
Go ahead. What's your
if
take?
you compare it to Elden Ring, for instance,
Yes.
as a comparison,
Yes.
Elden Ring is a difficult game.
Yes.
You know, and you've got to do a lot of grinding, and you've got to, you know, get your character up to a certain level to take on all these giant bosses and things that are in the
Yep.
game. But the mechanics back up the actual difficulty. And it's never unfair, you know. The game
Right,
is
right.
always because everything's so on point. You know, the way that
Right.
the systems work, the way that the combat mechanics work, everything is polished within like an inch of its life in Elden Ring. So you never, although you might find the game really, really difficult to play, you're never gonna feel that you're being hard done to.
Right.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Whereas I think in this game, they want you to play the game at a hard difficulty, but the mechanics and the systems are a little bit jank and don't back up that difficulty setting. So to play that game at a difficulty setting, you've got to have, you know, a stealth system that works.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You've got to have combat mechanics that work. But
And these aren't terrible. They're just
no,
not
they're
that
just a
next
little
level
bit. They're just a little bit
precision.
jank. Yeah.
When you swing the cricket bat, like there's a wind up, and it's like you got to time it differently than I was expecting. You know?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because you're swinging a cricket bat, so it makes you feel it's got a bit of heft.
Avowed does,
Yeah,
like
that's
I don't think Avowed's a
Avowed-
great a stealth game at all. Like I think
It's not a great stealth game. Oh,
but
I learned early on that
the-
I was not going to
the
stealth that
great
game.
thing about Avowed is like the combat is so fun, right? And
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
playing it as like I've got
I want to be seen.
I've
Bring
got
it.
the
Who
wand,
wants-
the
I got a fucking
wand
sword, y'all.
and the book, and I'm doing all the wizard stuff, and it's fucking wicked. But like, yeah, I in this game, it's like whatever I'm doing, whether I'm stealthing or fighting with a cricket bat, I'm not. This is not fun, and I get like it's like the game is meant to be brutal and stuff like that. But I think I need it to be a little bit more handheldy. And please tell me where the marker is a little bit, or actually so I might tweak it and come back to it. But it's definitely a good effort, and I think
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to do well.
I'm really enjoying it. The biggest issue I've got with it is, and you're gonna think this is a really weird like comment to make, but the sense of place, because
that makes sense.
because it is, you know, aesthetically
much
it looks
so.
like the Lake District,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have the level of detail that I'd like, if that makes sense. Because say
Yeah,
for
but
a
so
game,
few games do, Stu.
well, like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, for instance, is a very similar looking game aesthetically, but it also feels like a place that's been lived in, and it is like a real place in, you know, Shropshire.
What about
or
it doesn't
wherever was
feel
set.
like real?
But like for instance, there's pasties everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Lake District's what's wrong with a bit of Kendall mint cake?
So they're not eating the right foods,
You know what
in
I
your
mean?
opinion.
What's wrong?
Oh, my
Wow.
gosh.
And you're giving me
Oh.
shit about
What?
irony definitions. Jesus
What?
Christ, you got some nerve.
What about a side mission where you
Oh,
go
I was being
welly-wangling?
pedantic. What,
There you go,
what about
welly
a
wangling.
wangly?
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
you go welly wangling or black
That's the
pudding
final.
throwing.
That's the final
You
boss.
have no right to ever criticize anything.
You know,
That's
yet.
the
you know
final
what I
boss,
mean?
Stu.
But right, and here's my
Eating the wrong
point.
food.
Here's my point, though. Look, everyone loves a bit of Kendall
I
mint
do.
cake.
You know what? I do like Kendall mint cake. to be fair.
Kendall mint cake.
I'm
But
not
here's
saying
my
it's a bad
point.
cake.
Right. Thank goodness you're here, which came out last year.
Yes.
You knew exactly where that was set. You did like loads of stuff in that game.
Thank God you've answered.
You could totally relate to because it was very northern, it was very Yorkshire. The lingo, the dialect, the places, the supermarkets, everything in it was like, yeah, recognise that, recognise
You
that,
also
recognise that.
to strengthen your point, Stu. And I haven't really been to the Lake District very much, but I don't think you get red telephone boxes in the Lake District.
You do get them, but not as many as there are in this game.
Like red telephone boxes are rare now.
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine so.
But
Well, this is set in the 60s, remember? So this is set in
All right,
1960.
fair enough. But
They
red
got
tele-
you. They got you, Chinny.
red telephone
Yeah.
boxes like they're only in London and they only
No,
keep
no,
them.
we did have them up north.
But the ones around it by me when I was a kid, they wasn't red. Maybe I'm too young, but like
Maybe too young one, but yeah, they were all red when I was a kid.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's fine. For me, it was the accent, Stu. Like I expected
Well,
everybody
there's
to have
that as
like a
well.
North accent. Like
Sometimes
Yeah,
people
yeah,
would
yeah.
leave. Sometimes
there's
people would
that
leave
as well.
messages in the call boxes. Then they were left on red.
And you know, just to reinforce that,
solid work.
just to reinforce that, Stalker 2, for instance, you know it's set in Ukraine. You know,
Yeah, but
like,
is there somebody
everything
from
that
Ukraine
day.
going? Oh, this doesn't
Yeah,
feel
probably. This is bullshit. That was destroyed before Russia
but-
moved in.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
these fuckers.
But you haven't got someone in Stalker 2 speaking with a German accent or a French accent.
Yeah,
or-
but look, they could
You
be
know what I mean?
regional. No, but they could be regional though.
there could be maybe regional.
Because
well,
because they could
There are
be
different
like
parts of Ukraine, you racist
it
pig.
could be like oh
Because
they're
although
from northern
The southern
Ukraine,
Ukraine,
and
man.
yeah.
They're like, how y'all doing? Let me get my corn cob pipe. That's southern
although it
Ukrainian
looks,
accent.
the point I'm making is, although it looks great, I feel like it's a bit superficial. Is probably my best,
I
the
don't-
best
yeah,
way I would say.
I suppose that's I don't mind that as much because it is a British developer.
Yeah.
So that doesn't for me. It's just sort of like just.
I wish they'd have just gone all in with a bit more quirkiness, a little bit
I
more
mean,
comedy,
to be fair, Stu,
a bit
like,
more humour.
Fallout New Vegas is not really like Las Vegas. I mean, it's the showy parts of Las Vegas. You know what I mean? And I know that's a ridiculous thing to say, but I think people try to crystallize the place rather.
No,
than
it's not. Yeah, it's not the actual. I'm with Chinny on this. It's not the actual, like how it looks as a place, because it does look. The Lake District looks like
Gotcha.
that. It's a feel of it, because it's not like it's the accent's not being quite right. You know, because everyone should be northern, really. You know, in some way, shape, or form, but they're not. And it's that attention.
Representation matters, people.
Yeah, attention to detail.
Yes.
But that being said, I do like it.
It would be like,
really like
you know, like setting a game in New York and everybody having Californian accents, Texas accents. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how it feels.
Oh yeah, sure.
And
of
it's
course.
really jarring.
I think I hear you. I guess I feel like in an apocalypse scenario, like there would be so much moving around and stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's not fair because this is.
Well, no, because
they do flash forward through a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, the whole setting of this game is though it's a like wind scale power plant which had a fire in the 60s. So it's set on it's set about a real thing that happened.
Yeah.
And but the game setting is when that happened, they walled it off. So everyone who was still inside at that point got trapped. Right. Well, it's not going to be people from Birmingham or people from London or people from wherever who's going to be trapped in there, or Geordies.
Yes, I forgot about the wall.
Yeah, so it's walled in. So I'm agreeing that. I mean, they maybe struggle to get a lot of Northern actors. It's like, you know, Still Wakes the Deep. It's like having that game with people with Geordie accents and sort of, which you might have a couple because they might move up there.
Yeah, I think there are a couple of Geordie accents, but like Geordies are quite close to Scotland.
Yeah,
so,
and they would go and work on the rigs.
Yeah.
But it's just not got that full sense of
I just want a Geordie person to send in a sound clip of him going, "Some of us like to write poetry, you know."
No, they don't.
But that being said, I love it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really having a good time with it.
Cool.
And I'm going to be playing a load more of this tomorrow because I'm off for today. So
are you going to be dedicating more time to it then? Still?
Definitely, yeah. I know. I'm in.
Are you not into it, Avowed? Then
No, not as much. I prefer this at the moment.
Okay.
I feel like this is more accessible for me. I don't know what it is, but I'm liking the
too many blue people in Avowed. You're racist. That's what the problem is.
And I'm liking the exploration. I like the way they do the exploration, even though it's like you've got a lead on this, or you just find a letter in that, and then that becomes a side quest.
Yeah.
I like the way stuff's the mechanically that way. I like that how that's all being done.
Yeah.
You know, I'm finding it, and I like just how much there is to explore. I like going in buildings and seeing what I can find. You know, I like
you
all
could do
that
in Avowed. Yeah.
To be fair, there's a lot of exploring in Avowed.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway,
but
it's a different game.
But there's also a lot of exploring in Legion.
But
Watch Dogs Legion.
I'm enjoying it so far. Really like it.
I just want to acknowledge the chat. We've got a few people in the chat. Polar Knights. Polar Knights on Twitch said, "Our three faces look like the 3 stages of beard growth."
It's true. It's true.
Quite like that. Sean Thiel says hello. Storm Pemberton says Stormlight books, Stu. Glad you're still enjoying them. Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm 10 hours.
Here we go.
I'm 10 hours left on the first book. These are monsters, man. But I'm really.
How many hours total?
Oh fuck. 6 books, 40 hours each. A lot.
Steve Pemberton mentioned that the Rocket League Championships were in Birmingham this week.
Yeah, there was a server I was on, and they were like, Rocket League Championship watch party. I'm like, why the fuck would I want to watch that shit? I could be playing the game.
Yeah, so Steve enjoyed the ironic chat. He said that.
Now that's ironic because you wouldn't expect anybody to enjoy.
No, I wouldn't have expected anyone to enjoy that part of the
language. Yeah, exactly. See, that's ironic.
Okay, that's Soul Brother, Red Van Man, Jason in the chat as well. So hello to the chat.
Hello, chat. Thank you for being among us.
Yeah.
Which is also a video game.
Yeah.
So Block Blast. Let me just say this about Block Blast real quick. I don't know whose turn it is, but it's going to be mine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Block Blast. Okay. Well, when you're playing Tetris.
Yeah.
The piece that comes next, that's random, right? We accept that? Totally random?
Mm-hmm. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Random.
Here's the thing. With Block Blast, you get 3 pieces at the bottom of the screen. You got to use all 3, right? Sometimes the game is telling you are crushing this, keep going, because when you have room, they give you bigger the 3x3 blocks. When you don't have room, generally they don't give you 3x3 blocks. But sometimes I feel like when I'm within like 2/3 of my high score, they just start fucking with me. And they're
Of
like,
course
here's
they
a piece
do.
you're never. But why? Why not make it
Because
random?
they want you to spend money.
I'm not giving them money. It's
No,
just
but that's what they
ads.
want
They
you
want me
to
to look at
do.
the ads. I know they
Yeah.
want me to look at the ads.
They want you to
I
look
get
at
it.
the ads.
I just feel like it's a shame because, but again, sometimes I'm just in the groove, and I know it's because they're feeding me the pieces I need to clear the whole board, and it's so satisfying. So it's like, I can tell you're fucking with my head here, man. That's
Yeah,
so
of
wrong.
course they are.
Just randomize it or be nice all the time.
Algorithms, man.
No,
That's what it is.
capitalism demands that you not enjoy yourself completely all the time. Like,
Correct.
anyway, it's very addictive. Every time I had a moment, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
block glass.
Tainted-
Because then I'm not feeling so overwhelmed with the state of the world. Go ahead, Tainted Brain. What?
Tainted Brains in the chat, everybody, from
Tainted Brain.
Tokyo, where my daughter is currently, although she's not in Tokyo, she's in Kyoto at the moment.
They should drive past each other
Is
and
she
high
having-
five
I
one
know.
another
She
on
having fun,
mopeds.
Stu?
She's loving it. She's loving it. Although she said today she
Yay.
was broken
Broken.
due to the amount of walking they've been doing. So they've been doing about
You have
25
a
to
city
30,000
city break
steps a
holiday.
day.
That's what you do. I'm
Yeah, but it's
afraid.
not though, because it's 2 weeks. 2 and a bit weeks. So,
I
but
did-
the walking, most city breaks are only 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, I did 2 weeks in bloody California. That was a road trip and then walking everywhere
Yeah.
and going around San Francisco. Yeah, they're tiring holidays.
But the funny thing is, that, like we were talking today about, sadly, about the earthquake in Bangkok
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
what's gone on there. And Kay was like, "Oh yeah, and it might disrupt the earth, like the planes and stuff. Might get disrupted." So Millie was then worried that she might get stranded in Japan. And then Kay said, "Well, it's all right. Stuart knows someone in Japan. Maybe she could just go and bunk with Tainted Brain."
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
With Brian. But hopefully it'll not come to that.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
That not.
Sure it'll be
But
fine.
yeah, they're loving it. They went to the bamboo forest today in Kyoto.
Yay.
Our little Millie is all grown up.
She is 23 now.
Oh, Millie.
Bloody hell,
23, man.
She's over the hump. She's getting on now.
She
Eh?
is. She is. She'll be
Yeah.
30 before you know it.
You know what I mean?
Twice
Get
as old as
early.
Antonio was when
It's
he
all
first
about-
showed up.
It's all about Rosa now. Millie's
That's
too
funny.
That's right.
Kyoto is beautiful, lots of stairs. You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Today, what broke her today
Mm-hmm.
is when they went to the bamboo forest, she had to climb, I think it was either 3 or 4.
She had to learn how to fly like in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragons, bouncing off of the bamboo.
Yeah, well, yeah. 300 to 400 meters up steps, just up
Jesus.
steps of 300 meters.
You know what? Bring me a postcard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's lovely.
Yeah.
I'll watch a video online of it.
But yeah,
Yeah,
do you know,
exactly.
fully, the reference you
Their
just
VR
made,
experience.
the reference you just made was the first thing I thought of was the bamboo forest in Crouching Tiger,
That's
Hidden
right,
Dragon.
because that movie slaps.
But that's in China. I checked. I thought, oh, I wonder where it was
Well,
filmed in
right.
Japan. No, it's in China, where it was filmed.
It was
China.
very much a Chinese movie.
Yeah, it is.
Almost as much as Hero.
Yeah, exactly.
Another
great
things that Mike
movies.
doesn't know
Also a
about.
great movie, yeah.
Yeah, it is a great movie.
I don't know.
And
Never
that's
saw.
not ironic. All right, anybody else got video games?
Yes, I've got one more to say. I know we've talked a lot about
Okay.
this.
Oh.
Go ahead.
But I'm going to have to talk about this. Alien Isolation, right? I mentioned last
Ooh.
week.
Ah,
Have you talked
it
about Watch
wasn't
Dogs
the
Legion already?
yeah.
After playing...
Were you not here?
No.
No.
No. Yeah. When you were dealing with Rosa, we talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah, Alien Isolation. So having
Yes.
finished Silent Hill 2, I was feeling like I wanted another
Wanna be
survival
s-
horror game.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I played a
And you
little bit
said-
of this back in the day, but never finished it.
You talked about this last
Yeah.
week on. With
Yeah,
the-
yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
the alien was
So-
frustrating enough when it suddenly appeared in
Oh.
front of you, but it was the robots, it sounded like, that were really getting
Yeah,
you.
they're a pain in the ass. Although I haven't come across many of those since, so that's not been as bad. And I've got I've found cattle prods, which are very helpful.
Oh, yeah.
So you prod them, then they're electrocuted, then you just whack them a few times, and you kill 'em.
Nice.
That's
You're
a lot
playing
easier.
Ridley's daughter in this, aren't you?
Correct, you do. You play a daughter, and you go to this space station.
Ripley.
Ridley,
Ripley was the director of the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one.
sorry.
Who weirdly have taken on some rescue craft from the original film,
Oh.
and yeah, some of the shit he's got on board the space station, which turns out to be an alien.
Lovely.
I love but I've got to say,
How
for
ironic.
a game, I know exactly, for a game that is getting on for 11 years old. I was going to say 15. It's not 15. 11 years old.
2014?
Yeah, it looks pretty bloody good
Does look
still.
good, yeah.
I mean, like the sort of lighting and all the particle effects and all the flames and it plays on max settings on the Steam Deck, so it's fully maxed out.
I should think
And
so. An 11-year-old game.
I know, but it looks incredible.
Well, still.
It looks really, really good.
There's a difference between graphic intensity and art direction. And I
No,
think
you're
this
true.
is-
It's
I
true.
think this is good art direction.
Oh yeah, definitely, and it feels like you're on this big space station.
British made game, I think. British made game.
Yeah, I think it was. It's janky. It is a little bit janky. That's the biggest complaint I've got. The sort of human enemies. Sometimes you'll walk like if you're crouched. You know when we were talking about how instantly they see you in Atomfall.
Yeah.
This game you can just amble right past them and like open, and they don't even see you. They just ignore you.
I prefer that.
The alien is a fucking pain in the arse, though. It's like
That's what they said in the
thought-
first film.
Oh, pain in the yeah, it's true.
Just a pain in the
You
arse.
think it's gone, so you're looking at your fucking zapper thing, and you're like, yep, it's definitely gone now. It's definitely gone. Open the door, walk in the corridor in the room you've just been hiding in. It's literally there, about 5 feet away, and it's like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
that's the
try and
last thing
run-
you'd ever think.
Yeah. So you try and run back in, and it's so fucking fast. It is insta death. Every
Yeah.
time that alien sees you, you're dead.
Sure. Stakes are high, man. You can't be messing around with
Humans
this.
aren't so bad. I feel a little bit bad though, killing the
You
humans
should.
because
You're a horrible person.
I know, because they're like survivors as well, and they're being hunted by an alien. But they see everybody as an enemy. I mean, none of those guys are friendly. So I'm like thinking, well, if they were more friendly, I might not kill them.
Yeah, if they had a Jaffa cake, what was it? The cake you wanted to see?
Yeah,
Kendall mint cake.
Candle mint
Candle
cake.
mint- See, maybe if they had some of those and offered them, then it would be
Yeah.
fine.
So they're not, occasionally it's a bit confusing as to where you need to go next. So
Yeah.
that's a little
That's
bit
frustrating.
Yeah, it can be
And that's
frustrating.
probably on purpose because it's like you're disoriented. Whoa.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
and
there's-
you're being hunted.
the area I was just in, the marker where I had to head was like to the left of me, and to the left was a door, but the door was locked. So then I'm thinking, do I need to find a tool or something to open this door? So I was wandering around for ages trying to figure out how to get through this door. It wasn't that door. It was a door about 20 meters further up on the same side. And I'm like,
Fuck's
it's
sake.
not very clear. But then,
Yeah, that's the thing with verticality, man. They need it. I think Ubisoft has done a good job of like it's above you or it's below you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Skyrim does not have that, and it needs it.
Yeah, and this
And
definitely doesn't.
I think
have
Avowed
very
does have it.
specific
No,
ways
it doesn't.
of-
It doesn't. Avowed doesn't have it, does it, Chinny? Because I'm pretty sure I was in a place in the slums. Did you go to the place in the slums, Chinny, where you're up like on skywalks and stuff?
Yeah.
Probably. I can't remember.
Anyway, I was wandering around that for ages trying to find a place before I realized it was above me.
Do you know what, though?
I think that should be standard.
Dead
ahead.
Space did it best. Dead Space
they?
nailed it.
Yeah,
You just
well, they've got a
clicked in
line
the
on the floor, haven't
thumbstick,
they?
and
Yeah.
you got a line
Yeah.
where you needed to follow,
Yeah, right.
and you knew where to go. This game, it's a bit hit and miss. The amount of times I've been lost and like, where am I meant to go next?
Right.
It's been a lot. I mean, it's not just
Yeah,
been
that's very
an
frustrating.
odd
I get you.
occasion. I mean, this has happened maybe at least half a dozen times.
Yeah.
And when it gets to that sort of level, it starts to get a little bit frustrating, especially when you
Oh,
have to
yeah.
go and look at the walkthrough and go, well, where the
Oh,
fuck,
totally.
where am I
right,
meant
right.
to go?
I remember being there. Let me start from there again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just like, then you've got to find it on a YouTube video where you were up to. Like, oh,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
hell, I had to go there. I would have never
Right.
figured that out, you know, and that's annoying.
Yeah, totally. Oh, very annoying.
That's annoying.
See, I would walk away from this game if it did that to
No,
me.
I mean, it's not that bad because I think, fuck me, I can swallow
Hopefully it
looking at
doesn't
the
happen
walkthrough.
again.
No,
Yeah.
about it's probably, I mean, I've been playing it for nearly 10 hours now, or just over 10 hours.
This is the first time
Um,
you've had to do that.
no, it's been about half, maybe about 5 times.
Oh, wow.
About 4 or
Oof.
5
You're
times.
more patient than I am.
So it is annoying. And then I thought, well, it can't be that much longer because, you know, how long was this game? Fucking 18 hours is the average playthrough time.
Well, and that's if you're not getting lost all
And
the
that
time.
sounds about right because I'm about level 11 and there's about 18 or 19 levels. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
shit, it's a fucking big game as well. It's bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, it is a big. I remember it being quite long. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like 10 hours or so and I'll be done. Nope.
No.
Another 8 to go yet. So, but I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying the game, but it is slightly frustrating. It's not as scary as I remember it the first time I played it. You know, I'm not that
Okay.
scared of the alien. I'm just more pissed off every time it pops up in like somewhere stupid and kills me straight away.
Yeah, sure.
So, but other than that, I am enjoying
I'm
it.
too scared to play this game.
It's not that scary. It really isn't as scary as I thought.
You said that
And the
about Alan Wake
story's
2,
pretty
and I
good.
was shit.
Yeah, Alan Wake 2. No, I'd agree. Alan Wake 2 is pretty scary.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is pretty disconcerting as well. You know what I mean? That's scary on a lot of different levels.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just
Turn it off.
Yeah, it is.
Turn the damn thing off.
Yeah, it's just creepy.
God, what got into you? It's just too nerve-wracking.
I'm going to genuinely say this. I think the theme park level in Alan Wake 2 is probably one of the most creepy, disconcerting parts of a video game I've ever played.
It's
I
up there with like
hated that level.
Condemned 2 and stuff for me.
Yeah, hated that level. Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for me. But yeah, I'm
Cool.
still enjoying it. I'm still going to try and get it finished.
Cool.
All right, good luck. Go get them aliens and robots
aliens.
and humans.
Okay, shall we do some
Okay.
emails?
I think it's time for some emails.
Emails.
Get that quiz. Someday we're gonna do the rest of this game thing.
Whoa, that ruled.
First email is from Kyle Stacy, and he says apologies. But he doesn't
You
need
better
to apologize.
apologize.
It
Yes,
could
he does.
it could well be our fault because I have no
I
idea.
have no idea what this is. Go on.
He says he says, "Hi guys, I sent an email
Hi.
about Map Genie a couple of weeks ago,
you
but not sure
say
if you
you did.
received it." This was around the time I buggered off from the show, so who knows what happened that week? So we
Who
may or may
knows?
not. Please accept my apology if you haven't received it, or if I have somehow
Don't
upset you guys.
apologise.
You've definitely not
Please
upset us,
don't
Kyle.
apologize.
Jeez,
You're not gonna. I mean, how sensitive do you think
Louise.
we are?
Yeah, we.
How ironic.
Yeah.
Don't-
So I feel like I vaguely remember this email, but I can't find it.
I remember him emailing, and I think I read this email where he recommends mapgenie.io.
Correct, he does.
What I'll say, Kyle, since you've sent this email, which was 5 days ago, I've been using the Map Genie for a bit.
Well, you must have read this email when I wasn't here.
No. This one though, the one that 5 days ago.
Oh, right. So you don't remember the one before?
I
this?
do vaguely remember.
I feel like I do, but I don't know where it is.
But,
I had a look.
but
I
since he
couldn't
sent
find it.
this new one, I was like, let me click and see if it's got an Avowed map, and it does. And I was like, just tell me where this fucking, because when you find these memories in Avowed, you get like godlike abilities.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
just tell me where the fucking thing is. I don't care. And it was just right by. It was literally like right by me, like where I was in the game. I was like, oh, fucking sweet, it's up here. So
I
yeah, I've been using
remember-
it, Carl, and it's a very good website.
I remember when I played bloody hell, what was it called? The one where you jump up and down with the agility orbs. But I can't bloody remember what it's called now.
Crackdown.
Crackdown.
Mhm.
I had 2 agility orbs left to get.
Yeah.
You know, to get the achievement for all the agility orbs in the game.
Yeah.
And I remember having to find the map with all of the locations of the agility orbs on. And
Sure.
it wasn't that easy because obviously I didn't know which ones I didn't have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not like, oh yeah, this is where they are, I'll go and get them. I had to actually start in
Oh,
one
yeah.
corner of the map
Yeah, there you go.
and then do the whole map from one corner
Of
to the other.
course. They don't
Checking-
give those trophies away for nothing.
Yeah,
man.
checking every single location.
Get it together.
To try and find the 2 missing orbs that I didn't have. And I did
Yes.
eventually find them. I mean, it was tricky.
Yeah, you did.
It was tricky, but I did
It's tricky to
eventually
rock
find them. And yeah, I got the achievement. And it
It's
was
tricky.
such a sweet sound when that thing went blip. And I've got them all on my own. That was the only time I ever used the map, apart from 2. So I had
yeah.
every single one apart from 2. So it was pretty cool. I did get nearly all of them myself without having to check a map for it. But yeah, but there was nothing like Map Genie back then. I just had to get a picture off the internet. And
I used one
Gower.
for like it wasn't Map Genie, but you know, for Breath of the Wild, what I played last year, it's like a Zelda wiki thing, and it had like a good checklist thing. But this Map Genie is really good, so and it's free mostly, and yeah, I'm gonna use it.
yeah,
Gonna
for
use
someone like that, I'm going to be totally honest now. For someone like me who doesn't give a shit about collectibles and games, I am never going to use this. But thank you for
No,
the
but
recommend-
like sometimes it's like, oh, I just need to know where this is, and
Yeah.
I
I mean,
like
there are maps like this for New World and Once Human, and like they'll just show you where the iron is. So if you want to go get iron, like just here's this part of the map. Like it's very handy for that. I tend to use it like pop in, get a thing, and then bop out.
Yeah.
Just like back in the day.
Back in the day, baby.
Back in the day before
used to
there was any
have
of this shit. My mate Sean Feng Chewy, remember Feng Chewy? Feng Chewy.
Oh yeah.
He printed out a massive map of Oblivion.
I remember he put the little drawings on every single thing. That's
and
great. Next
everything
email.
Yeah, and everything he found, he kept putting little stickers on it
Yes,
to say what was there.
Yes.
So,
Oh wait, Brooklyn 99. Go ahead.
yeah, but people like who haven't listened to this show right at the
there's
beginning
new
won't
listeners.
know that.
And you'll hear it again.
So there's no need with the sarcasm.
I
You
know.
can stick it up your ass.
I'm sorry. I'm being a jerk. Yes. My
Stick
bad.
it up your ass.
I don't know what to tell you.
Up your ass.
Up your
All right.
ass.
All right.
Up your fucking ass.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway.
Next.
Anyway, where was it? Yeah, Jason. He says South of Midnight, Bitcoin proper, and marital bliss. That's a lot of stuff, that isn't it?
See, here's the thing. Sorry, before you start reading,
Oh,
I gotta say this.
God.
Look. He's doing this thing of like, I'm gonna drop in this reference to things, and I can tell it's gonna make Duke mad. And like, I mean, whatever. Like, okay, I see what you're doing there. Like, and maybe he's not trying to make me mad, but I feel like there's like a poking of the hornet's nest. But whatever. Go on.
Don't let it get their eyes out, you Agent Kuyon.
Trying not to. The one who loses control loses.
Exactly. You need to stay calm.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. Don't think about Mahmoud Khalil. Like, it's hard not to think about him and the Venezuelans who got sent to El Salvador. But go ahead. I'll try.
Just stay calm.
I'm trying.
South of Midnight is based in the Gothic South, and the main character genuinely feels.
Stu, you've
Oh no,
cut
Stu,
off.
your mic went. Stu, your mic.
Oh no.
Can't hear you. Stu's mic.
Isn't from me or anyone.
back.
No, stop.
The characters
Sorry.
in this
Stu.
one feel authentic and real.
Stu.
I'm excited to
Mic cut
spend
out.
time with South of Midnight. I'm not
Stu.
sure what is that a game.
Your
South
mic
of
Stu.
cut out.
Oh, you can't hear us.
Stu, we can't hear you.
Oh, have I
can hear
gone
him.
off?
I can
Yes,
hear
you cut your mic cut off, and
I've
then
gone off, haven't I?
hello.
we're doing
can you
so
hear us
well.
now? Yes.
Can you hear me, Duke?
I hear you, Chinny.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear myself again
All right,
now.
Start the
Can you
email
hear
again.
us?
Start.
Yeah. Oh, so my mic's still working. My headphone just went off.
Your
no,
mic cut
no,
out
your
for a
mic cut
while.
out for a bit, and then you came back, but you still couldn't hear us.
Righto. So I'll start the email from the beginning. I did the title, haven't I? I've done all that shit. Yeah, South of Midnight is based in the Gothic South, and the main character genuinely feels perfect for this game. Legit eat shit to the over-the-top DEI wankers. No denying this earns zero criticism from me or anyone else. The characters in this one feel authentic and real. I'm excited to spend time with South of Midnight. I'm saying, is this a game? Do we know what this
I
is?
don't know. I would look it up.
Look
but I'm
it up.
rubbing my face, trying not to be angry right now.
Look it up. I love Claymation. This isn't that, yet it has that vibe if you want it. It is stop motion inspired, but you can turn that off. I'll be full stop motion when I get to this one. No reason the veterans couldn't play this on April 8th the way they choose, and it's probably on Game Pass, so you better choose two. This game ticks a lot of boxes for all, and I believe it has huge potential. My favorite Disney film is The Princess and the Frog. There's something about the Gothic South. It's a whole different atmosphere. I hope you all can give it a chance. It looks amazing. It sounds amazing. It feels different. So
Okay, it is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Compulsion Games.
Oh yeah, I can see this. I was looking at this earlier, weirdly.
Scheduled to be released for Windows and Xbox on April 8th, 2025.
Yeah, I've seen this. So yeah.
Ancient weaving power to explore the deep south mythos and confront mysterious creatures. That sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
it's from the people who did Contrast and We Happy Few.
Oh,
It emulates stop motion animation for its cutscenes, apparently.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I'll defo be
Yeah,
giving this a
yeah.
go because I
You've
like these
written a
types
while,
of
right?
games. Yeah, it does. I like these types of games.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Game Informer is back? I didn't know Game
Really?
Informer had gone.
Yeah, they all got.
Well, all gaming publications are going to die very soon.
So
Yeah.
they were owned by GameStop, and then they closed
and
them
then it
down.
became
But then
GameStop.
a company that
But no, if we take it to the moon, we can still bring GameStop back.
sort of has ties with NFTs and stuff has bought them, but they swear that like no, they're just about the integrity of Game Informer and games journalism. So No, but I've heard.
When I think of NFTs, the integrity is the first word that comes to my mind.
The guy who is the editor in chief of Game Informer, I've heard him talk about it and said
he's
Are
happy with it.
NFTs even still a thing? Is that still a thing?
There's people trying to make them a thing.
Yeah, but this
Never
editor in chief says like, no, they're not interested in that. They just want us to sort of run and leave us to it. And okay, fair play. But yeah.
Do you know? I'm not surprised publications are going out. I went on
paper publications.
When I was going on holiday the other day, I was like, do you know what? I've not read like a PC gamer magazine or something like that for like years. I'll go and buy one. I'm going to buy one. I'm going to sit and read it. It was £7.
Well, of course, they got to maintain their
and I'm like,
profit somehow. They're not going on readership anymore.
I ain't paying no $6.95 for a fucking magazine.
That's because these things are all collectible now, aren't they? It's all about like the ads for the game that became legendary. You had it in its original form and stuff.
Like, no, you can keep that.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't pay no $7.
Pay no £7.
I mean, I remember reading them back in the day. I remember a friend of mine had them, and I'd go over to his house, and I'd like, there's no news here. It's all just PR and marketing stuff. Like, ugh.
Also, Ryan Cohen is legitimately about to invest GameStop into Bitcoin, and this is going to be something that some will highly appreciate in the years to come. Gamers like you three have no idea how beneficial this will be to our ecosystem and to the roaring kitty crowd. Anyway, I hope things have turned out better for you all. I recognise Stu needs our support, not unlike the support of my underwear gives my balls much needed and full. Stu, if you need anything, let us know. Not my balls. The listeners, let them know. And no, I'm not comparing my balls to the listeners. You are numpty. I am a listener after all, the right one. Chinny needs some hot soup and Duke needs a lot of things. I won't list him here, but at least he knows I care. So I hope your listeners reach out with solutions. I'm full support, but you all are lucky. You have awesome wives helping you out, and you better recognise that fact, because doing everything on your own cuts deep into that me time. So shout out to your spouses. I appreciate them for letting you do this show. I know you do. Better buy them some flowers and sign my name since I recommend it. Thanks. That's Love Jason. Thank me later. Oh,
you know, it's funny.
There's a bit more.
No, go ahead. This is more. I was waiting for him to get done.
Oh, and if that, well, I'm trying.
No, I know you're trying.
It takes longer.
No, I know. I'm just thinking Jason could maybe, you know.
No, he always does a PS. He always does a PS. I know. Oh, and if they ask who is Jason, just tell them the truth. They'll appreciate the time they have given you. Plus, I'll come out smelling like roses for once. If you don't buy them flowers, then you better never complain to me. They deserve it. There you go.
Okay. So, the funny thing is, one of the things I took back from my brother's place was a Lego set of flowers. Did you know there were Lego flowers now?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, there's a thing. So I assembled them, and like we had this lovely vase of Lego flowers.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
Yeah, Millie has loads of them.
Well, I mean, it's cool. There's no more inherent reason that you would make a car instead of a flower. You know what I mean? So like, it makes sense in that way. It's very new to me.
Millie's got Lego cacti and succulents as well.
All right, cool.
You can get.
You don't have to water them.
I've just watched the preview. I have seen this game, South of Midnight, and I think it looks good.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
it is good.
Good.
Well, thank you for that, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
We've got a quiz. Are we doing the quiz?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, are we doing the quiz before the speak pipe or after the speak pipe?
Yeah, we'll do the quiz because it's kind of an email, isn't it? I suppose.
Okay.
It's time for the quiz. It's time for the quiz. We play the shitty sound clip when it's time for the quiz.
Now, am I reading the questions as well, or am I just playing the sounds?
Did you read the email when it came in? Because there is an email accompanying this quiz.
I have the sounds all queued up here. I need to find the email.
I'll read the email out. It says this is from David Thatcher, and he says, "No, then." He says, "Are you guys like quizzes? So I created one for you. I have never made a quiz before. I thought that would be better for listeners, but a sound clip quiz. I'm an achievement hunter, and these sound clips are collectible sound effects in the attached zip file. Yeah. I found the sound effects on YouTube and downloaded them. However, there were some that were a part of a achievement guide, with commentary or music over the sound. So 3 of these, I had to download the game and record the
Oh
clip
my
myself.
Holy crap,
holy
dude!
crap,
We
man.
really
This is
salute your
effort.
diligence. Wow. Yeah, you put the work in. You ain't taking shorts on this.
It gets
shit.
better.
Recognize
it gets
people.
better. It gets better.
Okay.
I
Go ahead.
live in a rural part of Yorkshire with very slow internet speed, so
Oh,
it took
God.
ages to
Gosh.
re-download the
Goddamn,
games.
dude.
Then I'll upload the clip to my OneDrive, then download the clip to my PC.
Oh yeah, I found it. Here we go. Yeah, yeah.
I have never video audio edited before,
Oh
so
my
then
gosh.
so then I had to look up guides on
Jesus.
how to do that. I think I spent about 10 plus hours making this quiz.
Holy crap, dude! That's
So
more than Jay
close.
spent on his quizzes, man. That's that's
So-
beautiful. It shows an appreciation
Wow.
for putting quality into whatever you're doing, man. I tell my students this all the time. Like, I get it. My class, you're writing an essay. Who gives a crap? I know. But on the other hand, like, fucking put something into it. If you're doing
This is
something with your
effort.
name on it, yeah.
Serious
I'm
effort.
gonna send my students to
Anyway.
you.
I think he deserves like a T-shirt or something.
I think he does deserve a
Doesn't
t-shirt.
I think
Yeah.
he deserves
So
Jeez.
this
a
is
standing
my
ovation.
Email
This is
us.
my
Email
one-
us if you want a T-shirt, David.
yeah. If you want a t-shirt, let us know.
Yeah. Come on.
This is my one and only quiz for you guys.
Yeah,
so
don't
I
do
hope you
another one.
appreciate it.
I don't know. Sounds like you got the bug.
It's not really about the quiz though.
It took us about 3 weeks to bloody read this out.
I know,
Yeah, really.
but
He
stuff-
spent 10
stuff
hours. He's like,
happens.
all right, it's gonna
Stuff
hear it this
happens.
week. Oh man.
Yeah,
all
we're
right, I'm
so-
gonna
we
hear
are
it this
sorry.
week. Oh man.
I'm sorry, I nearly died.
Happening now. Yeah, I know,
Anyway.
right?
It's not really about the quiz, as you won't get most of these. It's just
Brilliant.
that these sound effects mean something personal to me,
I
and
love
I
it.
just wanted to share.
I love it.
And I know
Yes.
Duke likes his sound clips, so I wanted to share them with him.
Love it.
So on each
Yeah.
sound clip, you can earn 2 points. Can you guess the game and what collectible you collect? So there's no questions. You've literally
Okay.
got to play the
I like
quiz,
it.
play
It's
the
a different-
sound,
but
and
it's a
we've got to
different
try and
quiz.
guess
It's
the
quite a
game.
different quiz, isn't
So-
it?
It is a
Yes,
different
okay.
kind of quiz.
Yeah,
So I'm be running the sound. Somebody else want to keep score then?
Yeah. Go on, I
Uh,
can keep score. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say I haven't got a
Okay.
pen and paper.
So
You
here
can
we
that
go.
We want to
organised.
give Stu something to do.
Yeah, don't give me anything
Not
to
after,
do. for
not after
God's
last
sake.
week. Jesus Christ. All right, go on.
How rude.
All right.
Yeah, go.
So there's an answer text file for every clip.
Okay.
So I'll play the clip and then we'll try to figure out the game and the collectible, and then
Well,
we'll look
we
at the
can do all the guesses, can't we? And then do the answers.
Do you want to do all the guesses first or get the
Yeah,
answers
let's do all
one
the
by one?
guesses. No, we'll do all the guesses and then we'll figure out
Okay.
what we got right and what we got
All
wrong.
right. So we'll go through them that way then. All right. So Chinny, you should also write down what we're
I
guessing.
will. Yeah, I will.
Okay, great. Here is number 1. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Number 1.
Vroom vroom. I'm a chainsaw. Vroom vroom vroom.
I don't know what game that's
I don't know.
from.
What is?
I think you're collecting a
that?
chainsaw though.
I think that's Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands.
All right. Sorry. I couldn't resist. Here is the actual first sound clip.
Number 1. Here we go.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's Gears.
Do you really have it?
Gears of
Yeah.
War.
What?
Gears of War.
Yeah, Gears of
Is
War.
that getting?
Everyone knows that.
What did you get?
Gears of
I
War.
didn't know that. Hang on a second. Let me play it again. I need to hear what I'm hearing. Is it the sound? No.
Yeah,
Or
Is it?
the chink,
Is it
chink,
when you
chink?
collect the dog tags?
It's when you
Is that
collect the
when
dog tags, yeah.
Yeah, it's when you get
Okay.
dog
All
tags,
right.
isn't it?
No dog tags. All right. So.
Or they're cog.
that
They're
was
called
easy for
cog
y'all?
tags.
Cog,
Cog tags.
cog tags.
Well,
Cog
yes,
tags.
of
Let's get
course,
it
right.
right. Let's get it right.
Right. Here's the second one.
Yeah, that's got it. Got it. Got it.
That's
that's
GTA, right?
Nintendo, isn't it?
No, that's
Some
it's-
sort of
it's-
Nintendo
Oh
game.
my god. So GTA, some sort of
I think
Nintendo
it's that Dragon
game.
Cancer.
Jesus Christ. No, it's Banjo Kazooie.
Oh, okay. Which one though? What do you
Probably-
what do you
probably
collect?
Collecting.
Probably.
What are you
You
collecting?
collect jiggies. They're called jigsaw. The jigsaw
All right,
puzzles. they're
put it
called
down.
jiggies.
Put it down because you get 1
Okay.
point for each. Remember?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Right, okay. Yeah, jiggies.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Here comes number 3.
Number three.
These
There
are
you go.
very well edited, by the way. Good
Very well
job
done.
there, Thatcher.
Don't know this one. Don't know
Would
that.
we like to hear it again?
Yeah, let's hear that again.
I was gonna say it won't
Oh,
help.
that really
It
helps
won't,
us.
It won't help.
Is that Sonic? Is that Sonic the Hedgehog?
It could be. Well, it's
I
not,
wouldn't
it's
know.
not a Sonic that I recognise. I feel like the iconic thing in Sonic is the rings in the first game.
Yeah. Diddling, diddling,
So, yeah,
diddling.
so I'd recognise that, but no. I
But
don't.
it might be like a super ring that you only get in bonus
That is a
levels or
video
something.
game that I haven't played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea. That's a pure guess.
Do you want to do a stab in the dark, guess?
It can hurt. Well, I don't have anything better to suggest.
Don't know.
I'll be lucky to get one of these, to be honest. I feel like I'm going to do well on this.
Sonic the Hedgehog versus Hitman is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, go with that. Go with that.
I don't
That
think it's a
sounds like
game,
good.
but I'm going to say that one.
Let's do
All
that.
right. And we'll get half a point if it's either of those.
Half a point.
All right. Here comes number 4. Good
Don't know.
grief.
Don't know that one.
That sounds like a horror game. Let's say Outlast. I don't know.
Shoot.
Let's hear it
collecting
again.
eyeballs.
Let's hear it again.
Okay, here we go. Here's Outlast eyeballs again.
No, I don't know that.
I don't know.
I think you're collecting ice.
It does sound very classic.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know that
I
one.
don't know. I'm afraid I have no idea.
Put down Outlast.
Outlast.
I don't think
probably
it's
not
that.
that
but
one.
And
we'll
you
go
pick
with
it. The
I've never
collectible is
played it.
called glass
Ice.
shards.
Yeah, glass ice. Ice
Yeah,
glass shards.
Okay, got it.
All right, here comes number 5.
Oh, yeah, no, hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on, am I playing again?
I got something there. No, I don't think I know it. I don't think I know it.
I've got some. Oh no, I haven't.
No, I don't think I know it.
Man, I feel like if we don't have any sense of like, are these arcade games? Are they NES?
We don't know. We don't know.
Generation? They're from all over.
They're from his childhood.
They're all from his childhood?
Well, no, but like they're sound effects that
Oh.
mean something to him. So it's
Yeah, so
Right,
it could be
yeah, sure, okay.
anything.
It could be
Could be
anything.
anything.
Yeah, right.
Could be
Yeah,
anything.
okay.
we have
Well,
no idea
we're
how
gonna say
old.
Adam
I don't,
Fall.
we don't know
Put,
how old
put
David
Adam
is.
Fall. It's some part of Adam Fall later on that we don't know.
I'm not going to put Adam Fall. That's
No,
ridiculous.
don't put that there.
How ironic.
It's from his
All right,
childhood. It's got to
number-
be a game that's just come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's 4 years old. All right, here's sound clip number 6.
I
That sounded similar to the last one.
No. I think I know this one.
Oh, he knows it.
I'm going to say that's Dead Space.
Oh yeah, no, I think you're right. I think you're right.
What are you
Sounds
collecting?
Like dialogue things, aren't you? Like dialogue, like
mean
logs,
like
like
journals?
like a log, like an audio log. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
audio log. Okay.
I don't know whether that is the noise for that, but it is. I
It's
think
close,
you're right
isn't
about
it?
Dead
It's close.
Space.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but
You're right about Dead Space.
It
but
sounds
I don't-
dead spacey.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Like when Kevin finally goes, oh, sorry, I couldn't help it. All right, number 7. That sounds like Fallout. But it sounds like you're putting something in a mailbox rather than taking something out. But maybe it's like from Dead Drops or something. I feel like that.
I think
There's
the
a lot of
problem-
them. A lot of them things you open a big.
The problem with
floppy
that
drawer
sound
like
effect
that.
is that hingy door is used in pretty much
there's in
every
a lot of
fucking
things.
thing in the
that's
world.
true.
So play it
That's
again.
true.
Play it again.
It also because I'm now thinking of Myst and Riven because they have some doors that sound like
Let's
that.
go with that. Let's go with Mist.
Okay.
Oh,
But
Riven.
I put Riven because I'm pretty sure it's not Myst.
And what do
there's
you
nothing
collect
to
in?
collect.
What do you
You're not.
collect
No,
in?
it's not. It's not. I mean, like viewpoints or you don't actually collect the
No.
marbles. You just see where they are.
I don't think we know what that one is.
I don't think we know what it is.
Okay.
I think it's the what Chinny said. It's used in so many games.
Yeah,
It's really
that
hard
sound
to pin it
effect,
down.
that door sound effect is everything.
Yeah.
Just
I
I'm
just
just
don't
gonna
know the
put. I'm
last
just gonna
part.
write down every game ever.
But especially Riven. All right, number 8. Last one. See, I was hoping that would be Nernroot, that one of these would be Nernroot. I'd be like, I can nail Nernroot. Shut the fuck up, Nernroot.
So play that one again.
I will play number 8 again.
This is a guess. I'm gonna
Go on.
guess. I'm guessing.
Go on.
I'm not
Go
gonna
on.
Go ahead,
clarify that. I'm
guess.
just guessing.
What's your guess?
I'm gonna say Tomb Raider,
Okay.
the more modern ones.
Interesting.
Yes.
I'm gonna put in my notes the more modern ones, where she has
Yes.
smaller boobies.
Smaller boobies.
hmm
Okay.
Human boobs.
Normal boobs. Normal boob Lara Croft
Yeah.
games.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so we're ready for the answers then.
Yeah, so you can play the sound clip again, and then we'll give the answer.
Oh
Shall we do
man,
that?
There's only
play it
8.
again.
Yeah, it's only 8.
Yes, there's only 8.
All right. Well, I know I
There's
got
only
the
8.
first 2 right. No
Yeah.
thanks to
Okay,
YouTube.
well here's the first one.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Gears, cog tags,
That
got it.
was Right. Okay. Here's what he wrote: Gears of War collecting cog tags.
Yeah.
So we get half a point for that.
No,
No,
we
There
got
are
2 points.
30.
2
No, I'm
points.
just kidding.
2
I thought you
points,
said
man.
I thought you said dog tags.
Usually,
Cog tags.
kidding means you say a joke.
Yeah, it does. That's not funny.
How ironic. All right. Moving on. There are 30 of those to collect.
They are.
There are.
All right. Here's the second one. And that was Plague Tale. Here's the Banjo Kazooie. I don't know if he's whatever. Collecting jiggies. There are 100 of them to collect.
You are correct. That's another
You
2
were
points.
correct.
We did
So
well up to this
So the
point.
answer for the next one that we gave was Sonic versus Hitman 2.
Yeah.
I think we were wrong.
I feel like
Yeah,
I know
think
it
we're
though.
Wrong.
I don't
Well,
think-
say it now before I open
don't
the
know,
file
I
with the
don't know.
answer. Okay, you don't
It's
know
just
it.
You
open
don't
it.
know it.
You're not going to believe this shit.
Is it Sonic versus?
It's Sonic the Hedgehog.
I was right. I said
Oh
Sonic
my
the Hedgehog.
God.
Yes.
Stu was right.
I was fucking right.
Now, what were you collecting?
Yeah. It's not coins, obviously.
Never
I can't-
played. Obviously not.
It's
You
a
never
long
played
time
Sonic
ago
enough.
since I played this
Yeah.
game.
Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah,
So
Chaos.
what I'll
I knew it
do,
was
what I'll
Sonic.
do,
There are 7 of them to collect.
Look,
so no
I
wonder.
feel I am
in the
happy I
20-hour
got
game.
one.
well, what I'll
Yes.
do
That's
is
more than I got.
I
happy
feel
I
like
got
we
one.
have 4 points so far, but I'll give Stu an extra point because he got that one right.
Yes. Okay. So
Well,
that was
mind
number
you-
3. So
mind you,
right
if it
now,
wasn't
how
for
many points do
me,
we have?
you wouldn't get the other 4. So we collectively got 5 points. If we
Okay.
include
Right.
if we include the Sonic the Hedgehog thing there.
Do we get a bonus
Okay.
point for Sonic?
Literally look on my notes. I wrote down Sonic. I did
No, that
also
should be-
write down
No.
Hitman.
Yeah,
but-
it was your guess, nothing to do with me. I said Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, I know, but I wrote down Sonic versus Hitman. But
Okay.
like the fact that Sonic is written on my page, I think that works.
I said
Yes,
Sonic.
so that's why he gave
wait
a
minute.
point for
Yeah.
that. Yes.
At least a point.
Okay.
Sonic the
No, it
blue.
says you get a
You
bonus
don't
point for
deserve
getting
2
one.
points.
No one cares.
Bonus point for getting one.
You gotta
Getting
go to
one.
bed, and it's gonna mean nothing.
It doesn't matter.
No, we got to figure out
Yeah,
ways that
man.
it's not ironic.
Right.
All right.
Sonic the Blue
number
Yeah,
4
you didn't
then.
expect me to get that, did you?
All right, you got one right. Right, next one.
I did expect you to get it. That's
If
why
the
it's
next
not
one is
ironic.
Outlaw, I'm quitting the
Here's
show.
number 4. That's Ice Glass.
We wrote down Outlaw Glass Shards.
No, Outlast.
I thought I said Outlast.
Outlast. I don't know what-
Outlast,
I don't
well,
know what the
that's
name of
not
the game
That's
is.
it.
True.
Chinny doesn't get to write anymore. He's drunk.
I am dyslexic. Right.
Okay. So that game. Wow. We've all played this.
Oh.
Wow.
But I never did this part of the game, so fuck that. It's Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh,
Ah.
What are you collecting?
flags.
Nope.
You're not collecting flags. Memories. Memories.
N-O spells no.
Memories.
No, not memories.
What about memories?
Yeah, what
Uh,
about
no.
memories?
I'm gonna send you that video.
Is it
clip
is
again.
it pigeons or letters or something?
No.
I have no
I don't-
idea.
I can't-
Wow, that is not in the least bit annoying.
Of course not. It's not what I'm doing it. Feathers.
Feathers.
Bastard.
You were close with the pigeons.
Should have got that.
There are 100 feathers to collect.
I got them all.
Yeah.
Well, then you should
You
know that
should have
fucking
definitely
sound,
fucking
shouldn't
got
you?
it.
Mr.
I ignored them because I don't collect shit.
That's what I said. I'm
I
not.
got
don't-
Sonic. Oh, I'm so fucking clever.
That's more than I got. All right, number 5. Now we said that was Dead Space, right?
No.
No.
I'm just kidding. That was a different one.
I know
no.
this sound.
What did
by
we
the
write
way.
down?
No,
What did you write down?
I'll show you what I wrote down.
Just read it. I ain't got time to read. Is that nothing? You
Nothing.
didn't write
I
anything?
didn't write anything. no.
Okay, we didn't even come up with anything.
No.
So
No,
let's come up with something now.
I don't know.
Need for Speed Carbon.
Need
No.
for speed.
You're collecting tickets.
Need for speed. the
Carbon, the best one.
the one where we go fast.
Lego Star Wars 2.
You know what?
I have played this.
Now
but
I
again,
can
it's
totally
such
hear
a
it.
I
long
can
time
hear
ago.
it. Yeah.
I can totally hear it now. See, that's the thing, man. When you know the game, like it makes so much sense, and it's so iconic. Like it couldn't be
Yeah.
anything else.
Oh
But when you
my
don't
gosh.
have the context, it's like
Yeah, it's so difficult to do it without knowing.
so difficult to do.
I can hear it now.
You're
As soon as
collecting.
you said, it,
Now,
I'm
do you
like,
know
yeah,
what you're collecting though?
yeah,
Bricks.
The,
I don't know.
Like the small singular bricks. I don't know.
Mini kits.
Mini kits.
Yeah.
This sound might be in other Lego games too, but I've only played the Lego Star Wars game. So if you
I've
said
played
Lego in
those.
general, I'll let you have the point. Thank you, Mr. Thatcher, but we did not
We
get
did
the point.
no,
we
no.
weren't even close.
We did say Lego in this episode though.
Yeah, we did. We have mentioned Lego.
That's a pretty generous way to give yourself points
So
there.
I think
Yeah.
that deserves
In Lego
a
Star
point.
Wars 2, there are 180 of these mini kits to collect.
Yeah.
So,
There you are.
how about
Damn it.
that?
Damn it.
Catch me outside. All right, so now we're on to 6. Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
that's the Dead Space
Oh,
one.
Dead
right?
Space.
Hold on.
Oh, wait up.
No,
Oh,
that is not
Oh.
Dead Space. That's not Dead Space.
what is it?
I think that's Mass Effect.
It does well.
I think it's. I'm going to
I
change.
know Mass Effect better than Dead Space, so
You
I'm
know,
going to agree
right,
with you.
and I'm not. Can I just say I'm not jumping on the bandwagon here, right? But before you said Mass Effect, I suddenly thought, is that Mass Effect?
Yeah, but I said it first, so I.
No,
Consciousness
you
is
said
the
it.
actual
But what I'm
base
saying
layer
is,
of
no.
everything.
What I'm saying
Reality
is,
is not built on physics; it's built on consciousness.
no. What I'm saying is, though, the fact that I thought it as well would
Yes,
probably
I
suggest
think that's
it
Mass
is.
Effect. I think it's Mass Effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
think
You're
you're right.
I've played
what are
it
you collecting?
recently,
What are you
so-
collecting?
Yeah, what are you collecting?
What do you collect in that stupid fucking
Dead
thing?
companions.
No.
What do you collect, Stu?
Ammo? I don't know.
No.
Rex
Oh,
got Rex.
is it not when you get in the minerals? Is it something
Is
to do
it-
with the
could,
minerals?
Could be minerals. Yeah, we'll go with minerals. I don't know. It's
I don't think it is that, but it is something
What?
like that.
Something like
Want
that.
to see if I've got the minerals?
I've got a minerals. Yeah, go on then.
Snatch.
That's Mass Effect.
All right, so that was 6, right?
I'm certain of it.
Yeah, no,
You
you're
are
right.
certainly
I thought
wrong.
it.
I'm
You said
sorry.
it. It's probably it.
What is it?
Nope. Wow. You should
What-
not feel bad about not getting this.
What
I
is
think.
it?
Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Oh no, never played it.
No,
I didn't even play that game.
I've
I was
played-
convinced it was Mass
Collecting-
Effect
That's what I'm
though.
saying, though. Y'all were so sure.
I was.
I've played Mirror's Edge Catalyst, but
You played it. You're the only one
I
here
know,
who
but,
played
like,
that
I've-
game.
You know what you're collecting?
I've
But
wiped
you
it
blanked
from
it
my
out your
mind,
memory
like,
because it's so bad.
No idea.
There
No.
are 324 of these grid leaks to connect.
Bollocks
This
to that
one
game.
I recorded myself.
Wow.
The sound wasn't as good as I remember, but I collected all 324 myself.
You are a
And-
fucking masochist playing that game and,
and
collecting
the
all that
dopamine
shit.
hit you get from collecting one still gets me.
Wow.
Uh,
I know
you
what
were
you
the,
mean.
You were the only one who got that achievement.
yeah, you were.
You know what, David?
And-
I used to be a big achievement hunter, but I don't do it anymore. Mainly because
Not
I've,
anymore.
I've got no time.
I've
but
never been into achievement hunting, but I can
respect.
tell you that when you hear certain sounds, it really does something to your
Oh,
heart.
yeah.
It makes you feel amazing.
For me,
Like when real
baby
talk,
crying
when I
that
hear
hurts me.
but when I hear the Duchess's voice, something happens to me.
Vroom, vroom. I'm a chainsaw. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
I just want an excuse to
Of
play
course
that
he
again.
is.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, number 7.
All right, so that was number 6. Okay, so here we go. Number 7, right here it is.
So,
Riven Mist
so
and every other game,
no, we said every game ever is what I put down.
every game ever,
So
but
we should-
especially Riven.
So we should get this.
Okay. Again, we were way off.
Of course we
Yeah.
were.
All right, how about this? I'll give you a hint.
Go on then.
Go on.
It's a GTA clone.
Saints
Saints
Row?
Row?
No,
Oh,
a different GTA clone.
I don't know. There was
The
another one.
Getaway.
Nope.
What are the
It's
GTA
not much
clones, though?
shooting. I don't remember there being a lot of shooting in this game.
What?
I think there's a lot of driving and fist fighting, but I don't. Maybe there is shooting. I didn't play it. very much.
Wheelman.
Nope.
I can't think of
It's
any
open-
of the
it's open
GTA
world.
clones.
There's a
Driver?
lot of other GTA clones, not driver.
Ah,
2-word title. Best to let them lie.
Sleeping Dogs.
Sleeping Dogs, Jesus Christ.
Sleeping Dogs.
That
That's
is
from
a
Sleeping Dogs.
seriously old game
I
now.
played that
Yeah.
twice. That game.
You are collecting lockboxes.
Yeah.
There are 100 of them. This was a clip I recorded myself, although it doesn't sound great. He says it still hits me. It sounds great. You did a wonderful job with these audio edits, man.
I
Stop
think he
beating
means
yourself
just
up about
like
it.
what the sound is, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay, fair enough. Yes, I collected all 100 lockboxes, not once but twice.
that's-
Stuff that in your pipe and
yeah,
smoke it.
Wow.
I played this-
100?
I know why he played it twice as well, because he played it twice.
What?
The same reason why I played it twice is because they remade it for the Xbox One.
Yes,
and you got
remastered
all,
for. That's exactly
yeah.
what it says here.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So we got how many points now as we come into the final
We've
sound?
got 6 points, but one of them was I think I just
Because we said every game
I
ever.
think I put it on there thinking that Mass Effect was right. So I think we got 5.
Oh, we were
I hate to
totally
break
wrong.
it to you.
Yeah.
We need to be intellectually honest and admit when we are wrong.
Yeah, we are wrong.
No, I think we have got 6 because I've put every game ever and
That's
Sleeping
fine.
Dogs.
I don't. It's yeah. That's
Sleeping Dogs is every game.
fine. Is one of those games. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the final one.
I said
That's when you do angel dust in Sleeping Dogs.
I said Tomb Raider.
said
here.
what?
I'm not confident
Raider.
with Tomb
Wait a
Raider.
minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Whoa, everybody
Wait a
stop.
minute.
Is
Yes,
that,
wait.
is that not from Zelda?
Play it again.
I will play it again.
Breath of the Wild.
What are you collecting in that?
I don't know. Fucking hell, you collect a lot of shit in Zelda.
Apples?
don't you?
Apples.
Those seeds, isn't it? Korak
Yeah,
seeds.
correct seeds.
We can go with that if
Is
you
that not
want.
what
I
that
don't
is?
think that's.
I
that.
feel like that's Zelda for some reason. I don't know
Let's
why.
cross out Tomb Raider, and let's put Zelda.
I feel like it sounds more Zelda-ish.
Zelda. Breath of.
But he hasn't mentioned any other
That's Zelda.
Nintendo games, so it's a bit.
Okay, go for it. So we're gonna say Korak seeds in Breath of the Wild.
Take this. Oh
I'm
no.
not convinced, but it's a better guess than Tomb Raider. So.
Oh no is right, and I should have gotten this. Hang on, I need to hear it again. Again, now that I know, I'm like, duh, of course.
Well, go on, what is it
What is
then?
it?
I don't know if y'all played this. Far Cry 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I
no,
played
I
Far Cry
played a
2,
little bit of it,
Long time ago.
What are you collecting, Chinny?
Malaria?
anti-malaria
Well, you do
drugs.
collect malaria, but that's not how it sounds.
No, I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Rough diamonds.
Rough diamonds.
There are a whopping 1,000 to collect.
Do not
400
tell
of
me
them
you
are in
got 'em.
221 briefcases. I remember going nuts for the briefcases for a while. I didn't get all 1,000 of them or 400, but once in a while I'd be like,
Did
"Ooh,
David Thatcher get
briefcase,
them
okay."
all?
Probably.
I completed the main story, found an achievement guide, 2 image maps to download, opened map in Microsoft Paint to cross off each diamond I collected. This was back in 2008. Collected all the diamonds in the south part of the island as I was there. Can't go back to the north side of the island.
Oh, I remember
Devastated.
that. I remember that. Yeah.
I
do
now,
too.
can I just say, I now understand why it took him so long to make this quiz.
Had to start a new game from scratch.
Wow, this guy's
Collect
a masochist.
all diamonds from the north side of the island first, point of no return, then get all the southern diamonds for the second
Masochist, this
time.
guy is.
What the hell, man?
Jesus.
I mean, again, look, some people dive into stuff in a way that the rest of us do not.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at me writing and they're like, what the fuck is he even doing, man? 3 people are reading these fucking books of his.
Some
Give it
people
up. But it's a
enjoy
compulsion.
the process of it. Yeah.
The it's not the destination, it's the journey,
just
man.
the process of like.
And so
ticking
if you're
everything off.
having fun with the journey, great. Keep doing what you're doing. Chase that dopamine. But if you're not having fun or if it's making life difficult for people around you, stop. It's not worth it. But if you are having fun, go nuts. I love it.
Yeah. No,
And you got good stories to tell.
I
And you
love-
made a fun quiz for us.
I
So
love
there
this
you go.
quiz.
Win, win,
I
win,
think-
win.
Yeah, it was a great
Yeah,
quiz.
This is definitely
No,
the
I like
best-
that.
Wonderful quiz.
Best quiz.
This
of
is what we need more of.
the episode.
Thank you for
so
doing
far.
this. Thank you to Jay for doing this back in the day. Thank you to everybody who's ever made us a quiz. And there's a bunch of
Derek,
people who
of
have made us
course.
quizzes
Derek
over the
makes
years.
a lot of
Derek, of
quizzes.
course. Yeah, we love y'all. We appreciate how much you love the show and willing to put 10 hours of work in. We don't put 10 hours of work in a week.
Yeah, we don't do 10 hours of work for definitely.
Now, 3
But
weeks
he
in a try.
definitely,
Okay, we've
he
done 10
definitely
hours of
deserves a T-shirt. So
work. Yes,
get
I
in
would vote for
touch.
that.
Get in
Yeah,
touch, and
I'll-
we'll
I'll-
send you a
if
T-shirt.
he emails the show and says, "Can I have a T-shirt?" You've got to collect every collectible in all the Tomb Raider games, and then
Oh,
no,
You gotta
it-
count the
look,
number of
but
times we
seriously-
said in this episode. and
Seriously
then
though,
we'll send you-
David, email the show and say, "Yep."
What's the email address?
And send me your address, and then I'll.
don't worry, he knows he emailed us.
Yeah, he's
No,
emailed
but
us.
other listeners might want to know
Oh,
the
it's
email.
vgpodcastuk@gmail.com.
It is up.
And then I'll
you.
send you one out. What I need your
Oh.
size, David. So just send me your size, and I'll just send you whatever I've got in the box.
And I'll send you a
And-
sword.
Yeah, and
a
Duke's
Powerpuff
got
Girls t-shirt.
Duke's got the front cover off a DMC comic that's
Yeah, yeah.
signed
That's
and everything
right.
in a frame.
Yeah, that's worth 10 billion.
he
I
can send
collected
you
that.
that. Can send you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From my cold dead hand, and the other one will be holding my sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And he'll
Can't spin it.
yo-yo yo-yo you in there.
Yeah, I'll yo-yo your face. Did I tell you I can't do it around the back of my hand? It's just too top heavy. But I can flip it end on end and then catch it on the hilt.
You've been playing with that thing.
He's
I've
been practicing way
with
too
this,
much. Way
I've
too
been
much.
practicing with this. And the left-handed thing, like if I could bring this to school and find out who the students are that know Princess Bride, I am not left-handed. He gave me these 2 marks on my face.
Duke, just accept you can't take it into school, okay?
I know, so I have to brag
You
about my
can't take
Inigo
it into
Montoya
school.
references now. Are we ready for speak pipes?
Yes, I keep forgetting we've got one of those as well, haven't we, Derek?
Forget the speak pipes.
In fact, we've got 2.
This show's going 10 hours. We're about halfway done.
Pipe, it's the way to leave
We've
it
got 2 of those. 2 of those,
2
babies.
speak pipes. All right, the first one's from Brian Bryanson.
Oh, Brian.
And
Not Brian
so
for
that's
a year. Can you remember the last time Brian sent us a
I
speech?
cannot remember the last time.
He
Brian
used to
sent
send
us
them
a
all the
speak-
time. You don't remember Brian Bryanson?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh, you'll remember him
I
when you hear
remember.
him. No, you'll remember
Okay.
him. Trust me.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, veteran gamers. It's been a while. It's your old mate, Brian Bryanson. And I just wanted to say we really are veterans now, ain't we? We really fucking are veterans because what happened, right, was I started listening when I was 17. 17, yes. I know, I can't fucking believe it. 17 months old when I started listening to games. And now I'm 38. 38 years old. I mean, that's old as shit. That's nearly as old as you. Fuck me. Anyway, I've played that fucking Alan Wake 2 bullshit. And,
Got that right.
yeah, it was alright. I thought it was okay. Fucking bang average. I played that Throne and Beauty of whatever the fuck it's called, Amazon fucking MMO thing that Duke mentioned. Shit.
a new one?
Absolute. She takes a fucking wolf at one point. A fucking wolf, I think. A fucking wolf. Load of shit. Anyway, love the shows. Long time listener, Brian Bryanson out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Well, that
Brian.
was-
I do remember Brian there. I do remember.
I forgot how funny Brian was, to be
Yeah.
fair.
Brian, we love
Brian.
you. Yes.
Oh
I wish we
my
could hear
God.
more from Brian.
We need more. We need more
Brian,
Brian.
please write again.
This show needs more Brian.
Yes.
Yeah,
More quizzes from dedicated
Uh,
listeners. More
more
Brian
Brian.
Bryanson.
I want
more
David
Saint
Thatcher
Diesel.
to dedicate 48 hours to a quiz again.
Can I just,
No.
by the way, can I just say
He
that's how,
deserves to do other things.
that's how you review a game right there, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is a good review of a game.
Shite.
2 of them.
Fucking shite.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. The other one is Eco and Me, aka Saint Diesel. So here we go. Oh, sorry.
You okay, Stu?
I'm keeping you up.
Ah, yeah.
You all right, mate?
Just
Well, we lost
had a
you there
yawn.
for a sec.
Just
Sorry,
had a bit of
Saint
a
Diesel.
yawn, I'm
Damn.
sorry,
Gotta
a
be,
bit
gotta
of
be
a yawn.
careful with
It's
you,
okay.
Stu.
It
When
just
you,
came out. Clocks have gone
Sounded a little
forward, all right?
judgmental. Like, I
Clocks
know,
have
I
gone
know.
forward.
yeah, but
I
when
get
you
it.
when you like start to slump
Here
over, we're
comes
gonna
Saint
watch
Diesel.
you these days.
Yeah, have I
All right.
rattled you?
right, here we go. Saint Diesel.
Hey, Veteran Gamers, Saint Diesel back again. I didn't realise you'd done a show last week, but I've just been looking on YouTube and I see that you did do a show, but it wasn't put on YouTube. So
Don't
I
start.
am one of those people who watch it on YouTube.
There you
But,
go.
I was thinking, what can I ask about this week? And I thought, well, what about video games? But the reason I mention that is because just today I finished a replay of the originally PS2 game, Eco,
Eco.
from 2000 and whatever it was.
Oh,
But
so
I played the
good.
remaster on the PS3, and I clocked it in at 11 hours 10 minutes. And I just wondered, what did you think of Eco, if you played it? Was it one of those games you fondly remember? Did you buy it physically? I guess you probably did back in the day. But that's the question this week. What's your opinion of Eco? And
Susan
have you
Cross.
played it,
Sorry.
and did you finish it? I think I'll do. Goodbye for now.
Oh, Saint Diesel. I don't know. I guess you don't know, dude.
I
Eco
guess
is one of my
he's not listened from the very beginning. because,
all-time
dude,
favorite
it's a
games.
bang
It's
on about this
so
all the
good.
time.
I'm looking up a video clip
Eco.
of
Eco.
him calling her. Oh, the sound. It's for those who don't know Eco, it came
Eco.
before Shadow of the Colossus. Okay. It came before Shadow of the Colossus, and Shadow of the Colossus is one of these games that I played it for a very short period of time. I should have played it more. I will play it again someday, maybe. But this is such a beautiful creation, this world, this castle that you're in. This boy gets left for dead in a castle because he's got horns. He meets this shadow girl, Yorda, and they escape together. Like, she's the OG Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite, right? Like, she is the original companion who has that magic power to let you through stuff. And it just, the sound of him calling for her, like, you couldn't be away from her for too long or these shadow monsters would come. So it wasn't just that you wanted to get out together, like, you had to protect her, she had to help you get through things. It was a very beautifully balanced relationship between the two of them. And the end of this game actually made me cry. And I think this may have been the first video game that actually made me cry at the end of it, because it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful, and the graphics are gorgeous. You're not inside castle terrain all the time. There's like little park areas, there's this windmill, there's these huge, I mean, the sense of scale in this game was unlike anything that had been done before, because it really pushed the limits of the hardware. But they used it not for like the hardest monsters or, you know, even landscapes. They used it for like beautiful puzzles that were very elegant. The puzzles were so elegant. So yeah, I love Eco.
It's a great game. I played it on the remastered version when it came out on the PS3, and it was excellent.
Yeah, so good. And again,
I played the remaster.
It takes me back.
I played the PS3 remaster as well, and I can't remember anything about it. But I liked it. But I liked it. I remember liking it.
Yeah, sure.
But
it's charming.
I remember more of Shadow of the Colossus, to be fair.
Shadow of the Colossus is such a great game.
I think I preferred Shadow of the Colossus, but I remember playing Eco and really liking it. But yeah, I think Shadow of the Colossus had more like wow factor about it in terms of scale and all that sort of stuff.
I think in some ways Eco in that sense was kind of a you know, I mean, it was a first draft, you know what I mean? Like, it was, okay, we're going to try this scale thing. And then the second one, they were like, okay, now the monsters are going to be the scale. And that, again, was unlike things we had seen.
And let's not forget The Last Guardian.
I haven't
The Last
played
Guardian,
that.
which I never
played. Because
they're trying to strike gold again with something very similar to Eco's.
We thought it was vaporware for a long time. Because they did this really impressive reveal at E3 this whatever year that was. And then it was a long time before it eventually came out. And I loved it. The Last Guardian was a really good game. It looked amazing.
He's working on another one now. It has been he's working on another one. It's like a robot's head or something. And there's only tiny little bit of footage of it, but there is another one coming. Yeah.
Oh, I think I found the footage.
What's the name of the game?
Play the audio of the
vroom,
footage.
Vroom. I'm a chainsaw. Vroom.
Got it.
Right.
Got it. Yeah.
It's called I'm a Chainsaw.
Yeah.
But The Last Guardian, you know, if you've never played that, you should play it. It's such a good game.
Also, speaking of Eco, there is a novel called Eco Castle in the Mist. It's got backstory not only for Eco and the people involved and like what this whole thing is with the horns, but it's got a lot of backstory for the castle, because they recognize that the castle's like a character in this game. So it's not amazing. It's not the best novel based on a video game ever, or vice versa. I think this came after the game, but it's interesting. You know, if you really like Eco, like I do, like it's worth your time. It's just not an amazing story. So, yep. So there you go. All things Eco. Thank you for asking. We love the memories.
We like Eco.
And like when she's far away, he has to call for her. Whoa! It's about to play the sound. Maybe not. But when she's nearby, he would do this adorable thing, would just wave his hand a little bit and just go oompa, oompa. And it was so cute. It was so tender. It was just so sweet to see these two kids just escape together.
What they did really well in both that and Shadow of the Colossus was the way the character moved and like tripped up and fell over and did things that humans did. You know what I mean? Like did things that humans did.
Absolutely. So much charm.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all the speak pipes.
So that is time for shout outs. Yeah, I think it's shout out time.
Oh my goodness, what a long, strange trip it's been
tonight. It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Yes. I'll start. I will shout out my brother and my nephew Ava, and my mom and Rob for coming up, and the Duchess for holding down the fort while I was gone, and my friends in Tennessee and Louisville, Kentucky, who put up with me when I was coming through, and everybody showing love. Love also to people going through a hard time right now. And happy spring, because it is getting warmer. Hooray. And shout out to the people who sent us our quiz. David Thatcher, sorry. And of course, Billy Bob, what's his name? Freddie Monster. What was the John Johnson? No.
What?
The silly sound speak pipe. I just had it.
David Thatcher.
No, he was the one who sent the quiz.
Oh, Brian Bryanson.
Brian Bryanson, thank you.
Brian
And St.
Bryanson.
Diesel. Yes, love to everybody out there. And mad respect for all that work you put in.
Yeah,
the quiz there,
Brian,
David
send us some
Thatcher.
more. We like the Brian speak pipes. Send more.
Yes.
Cool. I'll shout out my mom because today
Ah.
is the British Mother's Day.
It is.
Nice.
And I'll
Mother's
shout
Day
out
today.
my wife because Rosa got Tara
Yay.
some little gift. Spoiler alert:
How
it was me that got them.
Yeah. She didn't go.
What? Are you kidding
What
me?
do you mean? Rose has been out shopping.
Aw,
She did.
damn, Rosa.
Rosa did
Bogus.
pick out the flowers herself.
Rosa's lying to
She
us.
just vaguely pointing their
She went,
direction.
no, she
Does that even
she
mean
pointed at them
anything?
and
It
grabbed
mean-
them. Yeah. and
Ah.
So she,
She
like,
gets
"Alright."
results.
She gets results, you stupid chief!
Dad,
And-
sit down.
And Chini was like, "Well done, Rosa, on the daffodils. They're quite cheap."
MC Rosa.
Yep. Yeah. And they was in somebody's garden at the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
so I just
exactly.
ripped them out.
On someone's
Take
grave.
that.
Yeah. Oh, someone's great. I was like, doesn't matter. It's fine.
They
ours
want us
now.
to use them
What are you
again.
doing in this graveyard for shopping? I don't know.
I know what we're doing in this shopping lot.
Catch me outside. How about that?
He just
Catch
speaks
me
in-
outside. That's
How
what
about
we're
that?
doing.
Actually, do you know? I remember a story in the news in the north of England, somewhere
Is it
around
about
here.
being cashed outside?
No, it was about there was a florist, right, that would provide flowers for funerals,
Yes.
and then after the
And go and
obviously
take them off the grave.
yeah, go and take them back and
What?
sell them again,
No.
and
Oh,
sell the same
God.
flowers to someone else.
Tell me you're a grave robber without telling me you're a grave
I
robber.
know,
Wow, that's
I know.
ridiculous.
They did get fined for it.
Well,
or
I would hope so.
prosecuted or
Just
something.
get shut down, man.
Oh yeah, they were selling the
Goodness.
flowers that
You
they'd
know, oh
already
my
used
God,
for a
that
previous
reminds
history.
me. We were cleaning out the house where my brother's ex lived, and there was a company, a memorial company, who sent a mock-up of like a handout you would get at a funeral with her name and face and biography on it.
Oh man, weird.
What are y'all doing? Oh my
That is
God.
weird.
Leave people alone. That is so. And the sad part is that presumably they do it because it works.
Mm-hmm.
But how upsetting is that when you're grieving somebody
Yeah.
and then they're like, hey, here's what it would look like if you mourn their death with us. Fuck off, man.
Yeah,
Nobody's
that is
scraping people's
weird.
shit off the internet.
That
How
is
creepy
weird.
can you get?
But
I think that's the same company, man. Take the
That's-
flowers,
yeah,
make a mock-up. Ugh.
sad. It's very
Yeah.
sad.
So I'm sorry.
Uh,
Shout outs. Anybody not go yet, Stu?
Yes, I haven't gone, so I'm going to shout out Brian Bryanson because we need more Brian on the show.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously going to shout out David Thatcher for
Amazing.
spending 10
Amazing
plus
effort.
hours
Yeah.
making it to a sound quiz.
Good job.
And obviously, shout out not Derek every week for sending us a speak pipe. So thank you very much for that. And of course, as much as Jason is very cryptic a lot of the time, he, the night that night,
reliable.
The night on the show when I went off to hospital, he emailed me about 3 times throughout
Yeah.
the time I was sat
Yeah.
there, checking I was okay.
That's really nice.
Asking how things were going. He's
That's
a
the thing.
lovely guy. He is a
lovely guy. I feel like he's trying to make me angry once a week. And it's like, you know what? Especially this week, like I would love not having that, but whatever. I also know I need to let it go. So, I'll meet you halfway, Jason. How's that?
I'm also going to shout out Lee Griggs, who also sent me a load of emails checking I was okay.
Yeah.
And a load of people on the Discord said stuff and said, I can't remember who it was, but someone on the Discord said, I shouldn't be eating sausages. So I replied and said, but I eat venison sausages, which are low in fat and, and they're fairly healthy.
It's a
and
healthier
low-
alternative, yeah.
And he said, no, you shouldn't eat any sausages, eat carrots.
Yeah,
and
ideally, yes.
And I replied, life is for living, not eating carrots.
It is. That's right. Amen, brother.
So I'm being good most of the time. So I do try and be very healthy these days.
Most of life is lived in these gray areas,
Exactly, but you can't
gotta
just
just
live
accept
on
that.
carrots alone.
No, you cannot.
I do like
Nor
carrots,
ever,
though.
really. I mean, carrots, like, if you boil them up and put them in a soup, fine. Otherwise, I really don't have a lot of use for carrots. The
I'll be able
Duchess will
to see in
shred
the
'em.
dark. I'll be able to see in the dark well.
Yeah. The Duchess shreds them up and puts them in salad, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want that in my salad. Thank you.
Oh, I quite
appreciate
like
it.
a shredded carrot in salad.
More power. There you go. Then you can survive on carrots then.
Not just on a carrot, though.
Well, no,
I don't think just carrots is a balanced diet.
it's not. Nor is it a very tasty diet.
No, it isn't. It's just carrots.
At least in a salad, you got other stuff there to keep it company.
Do you know, I try and be healthy by having a salad.
Yeah.
But then I'm not healthy because, like, I have the salad and then I put pasta salad on it and I put some coleslaw on it. And then, some nice
Those
dressing
are less
on
healthy
top.
than. Yeah, I put dressing.
Dressing
I mean,
on
again, the
top.
dressing is like the cost of doing business. You're
And
still
then
getting your veg.
Maybe
even
some
though
baked
there's dressing.
potatoes, some baked
now
potatoes.
you're not even. That's not
I
a
thought you
benefit
was going to
of salad
say
anymore.
I have my salad and then I have a beef patty and some ketchup
Yeah,
and then a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
of
And
buns.
I put the.
And then there's
I mean,
maybe, I
in
don't
salad bars in
know,
the
some
U.S.,
bit of French
in
steak.
Yeah, sure. In U.S. salad bars, they'll often have fucking like chocolate pudding, and I'm like, stop
What,
it!
on
What are
your
you
salad?
doing on the salad bar? I'm like, just
No.
what? No, why? Stop it! What are you doing, y'all? They're just
Yeah, but
fucking
you know,
idiots.
everybody in
It's so
America's
weird.
so thin, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. And
I
we're so
really
healthy.
like salad, but it's always unhealthy when I have a salad. But I really like salad.
Yeah, well,
Mm.
it's good to get your veg.
Oh, and Steve,
so however you
shout
get
out
it.
to Steve Pemberton as well for obviously the books.
Yes.
because I'm really enjoying it. It's just going to take me a long time to get through because I listen to an hour a day, so it's like 40 days per book.
Yep.
So it's going to take me a long time to
And
get.
shout out to JP Snake for talking about I beat a vow. The dialogue was actual trash. I don't think that's fair, really. I mean, it's not great, but it's got charm at times. It's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Actual trash.
He's
No,
beat it
no.
though. That's crazy.
Actual
Yeah,
trash.
it's crazy. I wonder if he played nothing else or like just did the main story. Or
Maybe.
I also haven't been playing it, so I mean, I can't talk. I just
Wow,
seems
I
cool.
think this is the biggest show we've done in a long time.
Yeah, I
it's a
think
very
so.
big show.
I'm flagging.
Huge show, like
I
his
feel
head,
like-
and he's gonna climb himself to sleep on his huge pillow tonight.
I feel like we need to end it right there because we have talked
It's
a lot.
there's so much going on though. We gotta keep
I know,
going.
I
We're
know.
going for the record.
We are going.
Hey, that
No.
astronaut came back.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
The two
always good.
astronauts. One of them I know. I had lunch with her.
Oh.
Sunny Williams. Yeah, she's back safe. It's personal for me. So because she's back safe, I'm not going to allow anybody to say a bad word about the owner of the company that brought her back to planet Earth.
Oh yeah, of course you know.
No refunds. You heard the robot. Get out.
For 30 seconds from now.
It's very strange what Eric picks like as a sound effect.
Mm.
Ah. Yeah, and when I met her for lunch, she came to our school. I didn't like meet her for lunch somewhere. But they had an essay contest for students, and I was the first one to turn in an essay. And they were like, "We weren't expecting teachers to submit an essay." Well, I want to have lunch with her.
Yeah.
So I learned. I researched everything I could about it. I read her whole Wikipedia page, and at one point she had brought a tube of wasabi paste up to the International Space Station. And it wasn't pressurized correctly. She brought it because NASA food is very bland, she said in an interview one time. But it wasn't pressurized right. So the wasabi went splattering all over the space station.
Brilliant.
Not splattering exactly, but it went all over. So she had to clean it up. So I brought her a new tube of wasabi paste. I was like, try not to get this everywhere. She thought that was funny. So, me and Sunny, we tight. Yeah.
And she's back.
What?
So-
And she's back on Earth. She's like, I miss my dog and my family. And it's like, oh.
In that order.
In that order, yeah.
Oh, we can't hear Stu anymore.
Is Stu talking?
Yeah. He was
Oh no, he's muted. You're just muted on Zoom. I don't know how you got muted on Zoom, but you're muted on Zoom. It's a little microphone with a line through it.
Yeah, but it might be
Um,
because he's
there you go.
disconnected.
I know it's a bit weird. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't want to do schoolwork now.
I don't know. Right, I'm going to bed. It's fucking
I'm
far
going
too
to
late.
bed. I'm going to bed.
I'm going to
I
bed,
thought this
man.
was when the party started. Someone told me this ain't late.
Oh yeah,
Joking,
no,
clocks
that
have
was-
just gone forward here. We all lost an hour's sleep this
That was
morning.
last
No,
night.
I just
Well, the people who were
giving
working,
shitty
which is
stuff.
me.
Duke
Yeah.
texted me last night saying, "Oh, what are you doing up so late?" I was like, "It's 11 o'clock." I was like, "No, that's like if I went to bed at 11 o'clock every night, I wouldn't play any video games." And then
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, 9 o'clock. All right, stop everything. Time to watch TV for an hour and then go to bed.
it's different.
We
It's
are
different
on
on
a
a school.
tight schedule.
On a when I got work the next day, it's different.
Well, sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, have a great week, y'all.
You too.
Okey-dokey.
Have a good week, everyone. I will speak
Yeah.
to you next week.
Bye.
Peace out.